This episode brought to you by foreign directors. They'll give you a sequel, all right.
Hey everybody, we're watching Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Die Hardier.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are into December, and it is time to discuss Christmas movies.
Yep.
And I'm going to just go ahead and ignore, because my biggest disappointment that Bruce Willis roast came on, literally the last line he said was, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. And I was like, fuck you, I choose not to hear that.
Whoa, he
And
said that?
He said that.
Whoa, of course it is.
So fuck this dude. We're going to do it anyway.
It takes place during Christmas.
Yeah.
Done.
It's the only time of year to boast that you have black friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It just is. Okay, so
It is.
We're doing it.
It was a
And there's
roast.
no
He was
going
just
back
he
now.
was roasting us.
Oh,
Inception roast. Roast within a roast.
I don't need this. I can't. My psyche can't take it.
Freak it out.
Oh, good God! But the
Good gravy, Miss Maven.
but the good news is we're going to do it anyways.
Yeah, the good news is we don't give a shit, and it is a Christmas movie.
Because we've announced it and it's happening, and here we are. So only one thing to do, and it's not pick up my drink right now.
Sure it is. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Pressing play now.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Die Hardier.
They
Die
really,
Hardester.
God, the cover really blows a lot of the movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It blows the
Like he's looking over his shoulder. When that happens, you're like,
Giant
wow,
exploding
done.
plane.
Yeah, done.
But that's all
A
right.
lot of collateral damage in this one. A lot of innocent deaths. You don't see them, but they're there.
Oh yeah. You feel them. I like sometimes you're just like, you're doing something and you're like, I feel like a lot of people just died. That's good news.
Die Hard 2.
they
They're
do
not
that.
cutting around. No fucking beating around the bush here. Boom, Die Hard 2.
There's no slow build credits and there's no cold open. It's just, this is the name of the movie, go!
I am sometimes worried during the beginning of films that I went into the wrong theater. So for it to tell me, boom, right like that, like I'm like, good, now I can enjoy the film and not worry.
Is it just me or does every cop, regardless of race, the exact same person in Die Hard movies?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this guy and Reginald VelJohnson and Dennis Franz are all the same dude.
They are the same man.
Not for nothing, I just want a friggin' donut.
Oh, yeah. Look at you tell me this isn't a Christmas movie. Look at all that fake snow flying
Oh,
around.
good God. And Rennie Harlan was running on all cylinders when this came out, because also around this time Ford Fairlane came out.
That was a Rennie Harlan movie?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man. This man makes the best movies ever. We should look up his discography.
Okay, we could do that. That's
Like, my God. what, Long Kiss Goodnight, Cutthroat Island, this.
What other
You just
sequel?
said Ford Fairlane.
Cliffhanger.
Oh, Cliffhanger. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a straight up awesome movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed that
Okay,
one.
there's one for you.
Yeah.
Rennie.
Although this is the one he's considered known best for. Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea was Rennie Harlan?
Yeah.
Whoa.
A Johnny
What
Knoxville
a-
movie. Skip
Oh,
Trace.
God.
Oh, we're gonna look. Up
How
this
long has it
one
been
later.
since the man
I'm
made anything?
listing every goddamn movie he's ever done. He did a couple this year actually. He did Legend of the
A
Ancient Sword
few
and-
this year.
Yeah, exactly. He's knocked out a couple. Let's go all the way back because
He's still going.
he did one called Born American, which is fun. Oh, I forgot he directed.
Oh my
He directed
God.
our favorite Nightmare on Elm Street. He
The
directed
Dream Master.
Nightmare on Elm
This
Street.
man's a
4.
sequel. He's a master of the sequel.
Yeah, so then Die Hard 2 and Ford Fairlane came out. Then Cliffhanger. Cutthroat Island, Long Kiss Goodnight. Long Kiss Goodnight has one of my favorite lines. He's talking about, she mentions about biting a girl's ear before deflowering her, and then Sam Jackson goes, "I just punch her in the mouth and pop goes the weasel." Here's a little bit
here
of
it is.
naked William Sadler.
Naked morning kick yoga.
This guy from
intense.
everything. One of our movies, of course, was Demon
Look
Knight.
at
Oh,
that,
he's got
yeah.
sweet buns.
I think I saw some ball hang down.
There's definitely you
I saw a little bit of.
You definitely saw about do it.
This
sweet.
is always
My
how I
pink one
watch
just
the
flicked
news.
up.
This is how I watch the news at all times.
Yeah.
Intensely kicking, staring at myself in the mirror.
Yeah. This actually, I used to do this.
Yeah.
No word of a lie. I was much younger. He looks like he's always tucking his dick in. I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
But I honestly
now.
don't remember this scene because I think I've only
That's
ever
all
seen,
I remember.
I'm almost positive I've only ever seen this movie on
Boom.
television. Ooh, he's a quick draw artist. Jesus.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a quick draw. In and out, girl. I got shit to do.
Okay, so we have so many more Rennie Harlan movies to talk about. Driven, the Indy car, or the Formula One,
Right.
starring Sylvester Stallone. Mindhunters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God. What a movie.
Exorcist, The Beginning, The Covenant,
Oh.
Cleaner, 12 Rounds, 5 Days of War. He did 4 episodes of Burn Notice.
Nice.
So this is when things got weird. Oh, he did an episode of Covert Affairs. They shot that like around my work.
No.
So he
Rennie
made-
Harlan was near there.
Oh my God, I saw. Who else is?
Oh, yeah. He
Skip
did The
Trace.
Legend of Hercules with Kellen Lutz.
Oh, is that one?
Jackie
Oh,
Chan.
Skip Trace is a Jackie Chan Johnny Knoxville movie. So
Oh,
I really undersold
man.
that shit.
What
Yeah.
a team up.
Yeah, I'm all over that. That's all.
I'm a fan of Johnny Knoxville's movie career.
I love Johnny Knoxville. Just gets away with whatever.
Oh,
he
look at
wants.
how in love they are now after the events of the first one.
See, to me, that's the thing I never understood. Is they're happy in this one, then he's like they're unhappy, and it's like I honestly think that they thought the reason that this movie didn't work as well was because they loved each other.
They're in love.
But like the whole goal of this one is them trying to get to each other. Like,
Yeah.
that's why she has stakes on the plane, other than just watching him go through shit.
Right.
Hear
Well, yeah,
that.
she's up there.
Like there's stuff going on down there, blah blah blah, and they would just be her reacting every couple of minutes. But instead, they gave her something to like work towards.
And it gives him more of a motivation too. Not like he needed it. Not like John McClane needed a fucking reason to blast a piece of shit.
Justice. That's all I need. Bonnie Bedelia is hotter than I give her credit for.
I agree.
She's
I
got, like, this-
absolutely agree.
She's got that kind of look of like the boss that you wish would harass you.
Oh, sexually.
She like takes you into the room and she's like, "Yeah, I'm about ready to give you."
So it doesn't work the other way. Your anal exam. I'm like, wow, that was early.
It does.
I thought that was 3 months.
Let's be clear. Like harassment goes both ways. It's just that.
Look at this. Look, she's ready. She's reading like Lethal Weapon, the book or something.
I want to read.
Look, see, she's a rapist.
That should be a thing.
That's how
we
I
do.
get him.
We just occasionally read like novelizations of random books. I've read 2 novelizations of movies in my life. I said
Right.
novelizations of books, and I understand that.
Right, yeah.
But we're just gonna blow right
I know
past
you meant.
it.
I know you meant.
But yeah, I read
Chan's meeting.
I've read 2 novelizations of movies in my life, and they're the most innocuous. Like you would never guess what they were, and all that.
Like Green Lantern.
Okay, and the
And,
novelization of Green Lantern would
yeah.
be the comic book.
No. It's the movie turned into a novel.
Nice. I read
So
the
it says
comic book
Ryan
version.
Reynolds says,
Oh, okay.
like that.
And what would you guess the other one to be?
I'm going to take a wild guess. Tremors 3.
Your
Movie to book adaptation.
I'm
Return to Perfection.
I'm legitimately scared you're gonna judge me when I say what they
Oh,
are.
God.
Karate Kid 3.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh wait, no, there's 3. Karate Kid 3, In the Line of Fire.
Oh, that's all right.
That one was all right, and I was kind of like, it felt like it was a book before, and it may have been. I don't know.
I think A Line of Fire was.
But,
That's weird from it to go to a book to a movie and then turn the movie into another book.
Well, I think it probably just re-released the
Based
book
on the
with
first
movie
book.
cover. But
and maybe some pictures of Clint sweating it out in the sun in the middle.
Let me grab my pistol.
Couple of movies. Yeah, that's the best Clint Eastwood I've ever heard.
I'm great at it. Get off my lawn. Get off my plane. I know that's
I don't
not
think
him, but
these
it works.
guys are. Hey,
they
that
totally
guy's in
are.
a lot of shit.
Yeah, but anyways, the other novelization I read was Ghostbusters 2.
Nice.
The
No,
good
not
Ghostbusters.
nice. My Lord.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I can't even explain to you what.
I've read some as well.
Yeah.
One of them that I read was Doom. starring The Rock and Carl Urban. Now that was a book based on a movie. Let me tell you, brother.
You could hear Carl Urban, like you could hear his character holding
Literally
back his accent.
112 pages just said blam 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 crow crow blah 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 blam.
Yeah, you could tell that this was first person
Yeah.
shot.
Oh yeah, it was like a first person novel. Look at the blood spraying out of this innocent piece of shit.
I love when the clergy gets murdered.
Cocaine smuggling.
I always love, like, they never have their guys like
Mr. Futterman.
Yeah, pretty much, eh? No, but they never have these guys like look innocent. Like you just look at them and it's like, hey there, guys, who would be like a 2-week-long tag team in the
had a bad day at the electric company today.
Yeah. It's like, it's the electrical boys. And they come out and they just like disturb
what the
things.
hell?
And then the rockers beat them up and then it's all over.
That's one heck of an eyebrow you got there, bud.
Look at that hat. That guy made a choice.
That was his actor choice.
Yeah, look at
Randy's like, are you really good? He's like, yeah, my character would wear this. It's the winter time. And Randy's like, well, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, but when I was looking into it, William Sadler wears nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, that's
at all times. Oh, here they are.
There's
Could they be any more evil?
Vondi Curtis Hall. He was Chicago Hope, most recently in Daredevil.
The television show?
And Defenders. He's the
No, he was in No, he wasn't. I was gonna say he was in Luke Cage, but he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Is Luke Cage 2 out?
Luke Cage 2 has been out for a long time.
I'm way back here. Is it any good?
Luke Cage 2 was fine.
But Iron Fist 2. Did you watch Iron Fist 2?
Iron Fist 2 was actually a lot better than the first season, and then they canceled it.
Huh.
Like, they made all the improvements.
Like halfway through an episode.
They have better fighting. Well, no, they got through the whole, like, the whole season's there, but they're like, we're not making another season.
Look at him smoking indoors at the airport. Holy fuck.
That still blows me away, because people don't always understand, like, in Canada, there's no smoking anywhere. A lot of the states, there's no smoking in buildings like this, or like government buildings, things like that. But when you go to Vegas, there's smoking, and like there's a designated smoking area. There's a bunch in the airport. There's a bunch of slot machines,
right? And
it's a big walled-in area. Carrie said the first time she went to Vegas, there was smoking everywhere, and the whole airport was just a big smoke pit.
Yeah. Oh God.
And
how gross is that?
It was so gross. But then now there's a designated smoking area, and it looked like a hot box. Like you could see the smoke moving around in the room.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I need to go. And
like
I stood in front of the door, and it opened, and you could just see it like slowly start to come out, and you're, whoa, that's that asshole again.
Ooh. Oh yeah, of course it is. Say what?
It's guy who's not like quite the dude from The Crow, not quite Danny DeVito. He's just not quite anybody, is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Poor guy.
These fuckers. I like the trenches though. Like we could wear matching coats like that. Look at these two guys.
I wouldn't mind that, but I don't want to wear anything.
You're telling me about your matching jackets, guys. She's like, what am I doing here?
Nobody wants. Yeah.
What am I doing fashion at the airport? What the hell? Wait a minute, isn't that Russian so-and-so?
Looks like Tim Heidecker in the who was the cameraman.
Look at his skeletal face.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he plays the Crypt Keeper with no makeup.
Yeah. Well, that's why he played Death so well. His bone structure is out of this world.
He does.
Bill his head, right? But am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
You are not wrong. That is an out-of-this-world bone structure.
It's great. I love it.
I fucking hate the airport. I was just saying before, I like traveling and stuff, but I like being at the destination, but it's always such a fucking hassle. With your luggage in the airport, and it was just like, bleh.
See, I don't mind as long as I don't have too much time to kill. But the problem is, I'm that guy who's like, we got to be there super early because I don't want to get stuck in like the security lineup and then be racing to get there.
And then you're there for 5 hours.
So we're there for so I try to get there like 3 hours early, and then like you're sitting there, and we did that for our last flight, which was really early in the morning, and we were just like wandering around, and I'm like, let's go look at that like Best Buy vending machine again and look at their headphone
Best
choices.
Buy
Like it is. That's
that we're
literally
not
what it is.
going to get. There's a lot of places, man. You just need to drink. If you drink alcohol, you always have something to do.
Mm-hmm. I had the worst.
You always have something, you know?
Yeah, I had the worst Egg McMuffin in my life. It wasn't a McDonald's. It was like just this place that were like, we make a breakfast sandwich.
Oh,
but they did eggs and bacon on a raw like muffin. They didn't toast it. So it's like if you've ever had a like an English muffin, not toasted, all you feel is just like cornmeal working its way around your mouth, and it's just the
that's everywhere.
He's
for somebody with teeth like mine, man, you take one bite and it's you're flossing for 4 days.
If this is a post 9/11 world, this guy would have been shot in the chest 50 times by trying to get through the door to this room.
What tipped him off here? Like, what did he see that...
He just saw two people kind of like with furtive glances go through a door.
Furtive
That's the old shifty eyes.
Oh, yeah. Furtive glances. I like that, eh? Word of the day.
No word of a lie. Yesterday, I heard somebody say that term. I was like, I got to work that in somewhere
in my life.
Yeah,
somehow.
I was like, that's a good. Like, I've used it before, but I was like, I've got to. I don't know. I was just got to work that back in. It's a good term. So,
they're
thanks
trying
for giving me that.
Just don't even try, guys. They just start instantaneously shooting at him.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? No.
Yeah. Just you're dead.
It's like,
and when they're not, nobody's gonna notice the shootout that's taking place. Mm-hmm. Like,
you would expect some special ops people to be able to be a little undercover. So we're inspectors or something.
Terrible shots, all of them.
I watch a lot of border security at work, and this shit would not fly. They would not have.
Corey Feldman's back there shooting around again. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck! I remember watching Border Security. The Dog Pound was on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that.
They were doing a show like in Vancouver or something.
Yeah, and they just kept saying how he's Snoop Dogg's cousin. This guy's Snoop Dogg's cousin. And what was it? Yeah, you said the Corey Feldman one. I just saw one recently that had Fred Penner.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
They found tons of drugs in his anus.
It's sad though because
Stunt Guy City. Look at this.
In my brain, I think that Fred Penner's a giant star. And he's not. Like, it's just, it was literally just him getting on a plane with his guitar like a near homeless person.
Holy frig.
That was a good shot.
That
I
was pretty close.
I probably would have shot him in the face or chest or something.
But he tells his friend who's being beaten, "See, I told you I was a good shot." Like, he could have killed him, but instead he chose to hot dog it.
Yeah. You temporarily saved my life. Oh, Vondi Curtis, you deserve so much better.
This guy? This is Vondi Curtis?
No, the black guy.
Oh, he's dead?
You remember when I pointed out the black guy being Vondi Curtis Hall earlier?
I thought you meant this guy.
Saying, no. Because then you started saying he was on Luke Cage and stuff, and I was like, I don't know.
Man, this is like Stunt Guy Face, the movie. Nobody survives when they heat up the luggage to make sure that it like...
That looked like the end of Toy Story 3.
Yeah, they're going into like a big furnace. This is when they say they lost your luggage. They just burned it. Just to be mean. Yeah. Like, look at this thing.
Why is it...
What is with this crush roller? Like clearly something shouldn't go through there like a body or even that big bag there.
Oh, my God. I feel like he would just get smushed down into the luggage. Like, it's not like it was like a rock-solid piece of gear.
Yeah, exactly.
That can't be a real thing, can it? Because I have hard case luggage, and I don't think that they're rolling it.
I don't know if they just made that up or back in the 90s. That's if they rolled it like that. It's smoother.
This whole thing.
It's better for stacking.
If you remove the luggage, it would just look like a factory from a Skid Row video. It's just like
Cinderella.
Just one of those like you just see like molten metal dripping in the background. And
hot babes working at the factory.
Oh God. By the way.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I can't tell.
And of course, they didn't see the guys running away or anything, just him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have my badge.
How you gonna explain this one, McClane?
But this would not take long. And so now, okay, you have to just for a minute cooperate with the cops while they look you up. They're going to say, "I'm John McClane.
He's going to give him as much attitude as possible.
Here's my, or like whatever. Here's like I am John McClane. I don't have my badge. They call it in. Hey, is there a cop named John McClane? You bet there is. Do you not heard about Nakatomi Tower?
Exactly right. You bet there.
Yeah. Well, like I know that wouldn't be a worldwide story. It's not like everybody would know about the hero of Nakatomi Tower, but definitely every cop would know that story.
Yeah.
Right? There's like just some fucking Joe cop over here fucking climbs up this building and they're gonna make up tons of shit.
Yeah, at the end he fought the building. The building came to life and he punched it right in his building face.
He got 30 blowjobs while he blew up all the bad guys. Bada bing!
Yeah. Oh yeah. And she hates this guy, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Stewardess.
That moment of recognition.
Apparently, they all hate him because he wrote a story called "Bimbos of the Sky."
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. It's the plate in your head. Can they can hear all this?
I don't know. They might be able to. They might not.
Who knows?
Either.
I can definitely hear it.
Merry Christmas.
Every time we lean back. No. Me. I'll lean back.
I think it's
that's
just
atrocious.
Yeah,
I'm going to click around here.
But, sorry, we're having a little
What the hell?
difficulties. But not as bad as our audio difficulties back when we recorded that live episode.
The live Twitter feed.
But we're working.
I joined the Mile High Club with any of these women, especially the old one.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Absent McLean. I know it took 4 hours, but I had to check.
Did they just give him a new badge?
Yeah.
That can't be a thing,
No,
right? Because you have a badge number and stuff like.
And borrow mine. You don't get your badge yet? Take this one. Send it back to me in the mail, whatever.
I always got spares. I lose badges like freaking crazy up in
and
here.
guns.
Speaking of losing badges, I lost my Nexus card.
Oh my god.
That's going to be problematic.
What the hell is that even? When you join the wrestling faction, the Nexus?
No, it's the fast travel, like...
the highway.
Border card. No, not the highway, the border.
The border? Uh-oh.
So I have my
Look
passport.
at this. They're digging for the
deal,
the necklace that opens up Necronomicon.
Oh my god.
See, look, he's like, if we dig
Wouldn't
right
that be
in here.
Wouldn't that be amazing if you had a movie like this and you're like, oh my god, just another Die Hard or whatever, and then it was like, we're looking for like the lost witches of blah, blah, and you're like, what?
The lost orb of, witchdom central.
Witchdom. You went in with nothing, didn't you?
You know what? When you're adding orbs to Die Hard, you take what you get.
I agree, but doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh.
Whoa!
Pull that trigger. See, I feel like most guns have enough of a hair trigger that would have done.
Whoa!
It. Oh,
why would you want to hang out with this fucking guy?
Yeah. Ooh, the chamber won't be empty next time. I get it.
You just said it also. Dismiss. Ooh, he's like, you son of a bitch! I just shit my pants again.
Yeah. No, Fonnie Curtis Hall does not shit his pants.
Okay, he dribbled a little.
Yeah, he's just he has a little stain, little.
Yeah, this is where we do our cop stuff. Let's go to cop station.
I know.
I know what you guys call it down
over there.
Oh, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Is he alive still? No, he died, didn't he? Or am I thinking Tony Soprano?
They're all dead.
He looked like he should have died years ago.
Yeah, he looks like he had a heart attack because he just. Like, after NYPD Blue, he just continued being a cop at people.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't fucking understand.
It's freaking. He looked like he was just stressing at all times.
He looks like...
Just stressing the heart.
He looks like if Danny DeVito's cocaine habit was more apparent. Because I'm not saying Danny DeVito didn't do cocaine in the 80s, but he should have looked like this while it was happening.
Dear God.
And maybe they both should have been skinnier. I don't know. I don't know the rules of cocaine.
I believe Danny DeVito's penis is Dennis Franz.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He
absolutely.
He whips it out. It's exactly as tall as him. It's like, get Rhea Perlman over here.
NYPD Blue. What's his name on there too?
Who?
That red-haired freak. What's his name?
Caruso, yeah.
Yeah, Caruso. That's when his penis, as Dennis Franz says, I have way more charisma than Caruso. Hey.
Yeah, well, it's because they didn't figure out Caruso's button until CSI Miami. It was the glasses.
Yeah. Oh, and the glasses made that noise.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a sound thing. You gotta have like this guy, right? Like the movie would be way too quick if this guy would be like, "I'm fucking the whole airport. Come on, I got a job to do here."
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
You're not gonna stop me. It's friggin' Christmas. Or
like
any of these things. Instead of, we'll give you my full support because something weird's going on.
Yeah, like clearly something is going on. Yeah. Russian dudes.
Me and my little brother John Leguizamo, we just found our way through a pipe into a dinosaur world. Which, by the way, John Leguizamo in this movie, so it's not completely out of the question that it's going to happen.
Oh, shit, that's right, he is.
Dennis Franz would have made a good Mario at this point in his life if you would have kept
Oh, hell yes, he would have.
Son of a bitch.
It was like a rated R dirty version.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He calls Princess Peach a cunt a ton.
He should have been in Last Tango in Paris, the live stage show.
Oh my god, what happened to that poor dude on the... His whole face looks like if you zoomed in on one of Seal's scars.
He looks like, like he goes to the same dermatologist as the dude from Goonies. What's his name? He was in Die Hard 1. He played the FBI agent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, I know
He goes
what
to the same fucking. He's got it too. A lot of character faces in this one. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So you got to make John McClane look good.
Yeah, somebody in the background needs to be carved up. They need to look like what I assume Oprah's left ass cheek looks like.
Oh God, yes.
Dimples.
One of that's what I was just thinking too. I was like, one of Oprah's dimples enveloped the entirety of Nicki Minaj's ass.
Looks like a factory second golf ball.
A return. This one has too many dimples.
Yeah, and none of them are where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, what
It's
the
like,
hell?
If I hit it, it goes backwards.
Like that weird fucking ball that KFC had.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody wanted to play with it. You played with it for like 5 seconds. I was like, this thing doesn't work, man.
I like that the coroner just said he took out the guy's hand and he went, ew. It's like, gross, dead body.
It's his first day. He didn't really want to do this.
You gotta be
He got
shitting
talked
me.
into it. His dad did it for years, and he dropped out of college, and now he's got to work with the old man and bombing fucking bodies.
Yeah, I know, I get it, but like, the guy on the right kind of looked like Ernie Hudson at first glance. Now he looks like Smokey Robinson.
First glance.
I'm sorry.
It kind of does look like Smokey Robinson.
Yeah. See, I get that going. Like
It mixed with Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Smokey Robinson. Here comes Russian
was-
Joe.
I was
You
gonna
know
say
what
this
they've
guy's-
arrested this guy for?
For selling too much Dos Equis.
Yep.
Oh, is
I
that
don't always get drunk and beat my wife and kids, but when I do, I
nice?
drink Dos Equis.
So this
I'm in
general,
a shit ton of rum. No, he's here because they caught him and the Russians hacking Star Wars review feeds.
oh nice.
Yeah. This is the guy who spearheaded the whole, like, let's call The Last Jedi a piece of shit.
But I'll put you on notice. This man is not from Russia. He is from the fictional country of Valverde, which is a South American country theoretically, and it is.
Is that for real?
Yeah, and it is the same country that the bad guys from Commando are from.
No way. Valverde.
Why? Same writer.
No way.
Yeah.
So he just made up a place so they can't be like, oh, Colombians aren't like this. He's like, no.
Yeah.
This isn't Russia. It's Valverde.
Yeah. Well, he's not Russian. He's like clearly not. A Russian
I know.
person.
He's Valverdean.
He's Valverde. Yeah.
Come
yes.
on.
He's Valverde.
They have their own currency, for fuck's sakes.
Yes. It's the U.S. dollar for some reason.
Yeah, it's called the Valverde.
the vulva.
Yeah, the
I got the vulva.
Velveeta. That's when you eat hot Velveeta cheese out of a fat woman's vag.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, here he is. Carl Winslow.
I love it so much. I like that. I like
So
that he's like.
much.
I like that they've become such friends. Where he's like, where he's like, you know what? I'm stuck at this airport. At the counter, I'm holding up the line so I can call my buddy and bother him at work.
Yeah.
At
I'm
least
in
they have the
Twinkie
time.
GT.
At least they have the time zones figured out. It's dark in New York and it's light in California. This was a question you asked earlier.
It is not. I don't ask questions. I know shit.
Oh, actually, but I'll be fair. I just realized this is a whole nother thing. Because he literally just said he was in D.C. with his own.
No, he's in, what? Yeah, he's in the D.C. airport.
Yeah, so he's in D.C.
And Buddy's back in L.A.
So what the fuck good is his badge doing? He's like, don't worry, I'm a cop. Not here, you're not.
All cops, you can do wherever.
That's, yeah, like just at
Well, no,
least-
because Dennis Franz tried to shut him down. Now he's, you know.
Because you should shut him down because...
Yeah, well, he's out of his jurisdiction.
So what's he doing because he's out of his jurisdiction? Quick, I have to call somebody who's as far away as possible
Well, no,
and
he
get
needs
him to solve the crime.
You know, get appearance. He should have.
not a
I
good
wanted
movie.
him to say right when the fingerprints came out. Yeah, I know this guy.
Yeah. That would
He's a Russian.
not for nothing. Oh, what was the movie? I think it was Glimmerman, actually. Where,
the Glimmer Man.
Where you can see him comparing fingerprints to pictures of faces. Like he's holding up a fingerprint and looking at a face and going, nope, not him.
Yeah, I don't think these fingerprints belong to this guy.
Yeah, that's not a guy with fat fingers.
Yeah.
So, honest question. What do you think the odds were that they tried to get Carl Winslow to be the guy in Die Hard 3?
Oh, like that would have been way better.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah, I know that would have been way better. Die Hard 3 is awesome though.
I think the only downfall,
How could it have worked? Like he's on vacation in New
he
York,
was visiting him in New York or something like
and
that.
then no, they go to meet for a coffee.
Yeah.
Then boom.
Or
Yeah, they're both in New York. They go meet for a coffee. Boom,
Yeah.
explosion, done. They're both at the cop
Yeah.
station.
Or you go back to LA and because he's trying to get back with his wife, but now he's like staying with him.
Would it be cool that it took place in LA again? Where people are like, fuck this,
Yeah, but-
man. I've seen LA.
No, but you haven't.
From the
because
window of the
whole movie
Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole movie takes place inside a building, so it could have been in Minnesota for all you know. Oh, just the weird.
Oh,
Just the weird.
I like her hair, bro. I like that. I
do
like
too.
that big ol'.
I would never like it on a person today, but like it's,
What the hell?
these guys all look like all featured players from Saturday Night Live. It's Mikey Day.
The feet. I thought that was everybody nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't recognize any of them. Those two guys did terrible at the Emmys. Terrible.
I didn't see much of it, to
Well,
be
yeah, that's
honest.
because nobody even talked about it because it was boring and it sucked and they were terrible.
Well, the problem is there is nobody who's good at the Emmys anymore because nobody does anything at the Emmys. They just bring out the next people. They have like
You're
you have
supposed to
8
do, like, a
seconds
skit
to do something funny.
before.
They don't. No,
Like Billy Crystal at the Oscars.
Oh, they were fucking horrible every time.
What about Hugh Jackman? He was good.
No, he just did. He basically did what Billy Crystal.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No.
It's a horse and pony show, bro. Give me something. Dance, sing.
Chris Rock was probably my favorite.
He's always good, though.
Because he just came out and crushed people. Like, he's like, I'm just going to make fun of these movies instead of.
No way,
like,
Ricky
giving them
Gervais
all
at the
fucking
Golden
hand.
Globes.
Yeah, but we were just talking Oscars, so I was just keeping it to Oscars. But yeah, Ricky Gervais was definitely good. Tina Fey and
and Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler were really good too.
Nobody's as good as the man Billy Crystal, and they all know it.
Oh Christ!
He's like the
David Letterman.
He's
Uma, Oprah. Oprah,
Lord, 15 times, 15 minutes apiece.
I liked.
Oh, he's lighting up another bet.
I can't.
You think he smokes in real life?
Probably.
He looks like he smokes in real life. Is that Robin Williams in front of him? Holy fuck! See that guy?
Whoa.
Are you wearing my sweater? Huh?
Let's just pick out every guy in the background and say what celebrity he probably is. Everyone who's got.
Oh, Laura Dern.
That was. Yeah.
There goes Dustin Hoffman as what's her name, the chick.
Let's just shut everything down and remember that this man who's speaking, not that man.
Is that Wesley Snipes from
Yes.
from
He
that
looks.
Future movie?
No, he looks a lot. That guy looks a lot like Ross Bagley, the kid who played. He was Buckwheat in the movie The Little Rascals, and then he was Will Smith's youngest cousin in Fresh Prince. He's just the adult version of him.
Nice. That guy there talking to Dennis Franz is the dude in the painting in Ghostbusters 2.
He's pretty much.
There he is.
But he's also a man who ran for president for real.
Oh my! He did?
Yeah.
He should be the president. They're like Mr. Trudeau.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, the problem is he's so. Like, he looks like that is the problem. And it's just like, well, at least back then it was the problem. It's not a problem anymore, apparently, but...
Because he's dead?
No, because, like, Trump's face is a million times worse.
Oh, God, yeah. See, he just makes it everybody. That's the one thing Trump did. He makes everybody look good.
Yeah.
In comparison.
I liked...
It sucks that Stormy Daniels lost.
Somebody...
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Is that John Leguizamo?
Johnny Legs. Apparently, they said he was supposed to... well, he said in his autobiography he was supposed to have a bigger part in this movie, but then they saw him and they were like, oh, he's too short. Forget it.
He's too short.
So it was like... But I can see...
You'll never have a career. They're all short.
Well, a lot, yeah, but I mean, I think if one guy is... like prohibitively shorter than the rest of them, it's just
like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, well, I know, but like they at
like
least
Pacino.
They set up for a star. They don't set up for. It's like, okay, we're gonna make sure that everything looks cool. Blah blah blah. Mr. Guy who makes $1 billion a movie, or hey, John Leguizamo,
Johnny No fucking guy.
You mean the star of House of Buggin' is in this?
Oh yeah,
like
the man.
All this came out before.
He was in Spawn. It was an executive decision.
Don't say that.
Oh yeah,
title.
sorry. Oh
Jesus
God.
Christ. Now my wife's gonna die. Spawn.
I like this red light special that they have going on here.
Listen to our old episodes if you want to know what's going on with Spawn.
Yeah,
I'm not going over.
Fuck Michael J. White.
Ugh. He's got a lot of YouTube videos just like where he's just doing like
Watch me kick.
It's like the karate version of David Blaine, where he's just got like random
Magic
celebrities
kicks.
sitting around, and then he does like a spin kick, and they're all like, "Whoa!" And then that's like the end of
I'm
it.
Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
Watch me floss in between my two front teeth.
And then he explains why he's like, "This is how I can beat any MMA fighter in the history of the world." And then he does some stuff. It's like, well, why don't you go fight any MMA
Yeah, no,
fighter then?
because then you actually have to prove it.
Yeah.
Rather than just say it.
Yeah. Then you end up like Conor McGregor.
Exactly.
Just a fucking pile of goo in the middle of the ring.
Fucking A.
Tapped out like a little
Good.
bitch.
Good. I'm glad he did. I wonder if they gave Buddy his money yet.
No, I don't think
You know, what's
so.
funny is that after all that Conor McGregor does, they handed his money, no problem. And the other guy, like, he might not even get paid.
Yeah. Well,
Because he did way less than what Conor McGregor ever did, but he's, like, Muslim or whatever. So,
I don't
of
know
course,
that-
they're going to fucking...
but everything I saw, like, Conor McGregor said a bunch of shit. This guy, like, attacked innocent people.
No, Conor McGregor attacked a bus, injuring people with a big friggin' thing. He fucking jumped over the railing at his buddy's match and punched the referee in the face.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, man. Conor McGregor done all the time, like during their, like, you know, where you stand off and you know, these guys are terrible, terrible electricians. Like, they're not doing their job at all.
Literally,
Like,
their
what the
job was
hell?
to fix it.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Uh,
Sometimes you got to tear it right down and start from scratch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut the green wire. There is
Yeah.
no green wire.
They're all green.
It's just a 6-foot wide wire. Cut it.
What color is it? It's pink. Oh, fuck.
This guy has the voice. Like, he should always be like the CIA head or something like that, which he is a lot. He was
If
in
you,
the line of
there's a
fire.
mission if you choose to accept it.
Yep, he was in the line of fire as like the Secret Service guy.
Oh, he was too. That movie's awesome.
It is.
We should
really
watch
good.
that movie.
I'd like to watch that.
Fucking
someday.
A, that's a
that
good
was the
one.
movie that like made me fall in love with John Malkovich because he's just like extra special creepy.
That's the movie that made me fall in love with murdering the president.
Oh, that's not a good thing to say.
Yeah.
You can get arrested for just saying that.
I didn't mean this president. I meant all of them.
I just meant who's the president in this movie.
Yeah,
He's a dead
that's
man.
what I meant. Yeah, exactly. If the terrorists have their way, he's a dead man.
It's exactly right.
McLean.
Yeah. But I love that they're bringing him along for the ride. They're not like, you're not allowed to do any of this shit. Get lost.
Well, they're like, hey, he might be onto some. Uh-oh, look. How could they know already?
This is another one of our like shut it down early movies.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna go up there and talk to them. I'm like, no, you're not. And then he's like, yeah, I'm going through. And they all draw guns. They're like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
This is protected by federal law. It's a jurisdiction that way overshadows yours.
Yeah.
You may leave now.
Oh, now Buddy's been delegated to the desk.
Yeah.
He can't murder anybody correctly.
Or
Now he's the phone operator lady. Operator.
or the better version. He's like, what's going to happen to my wife's plane? Oh, we've diverted it to Boston. All right, I'll head to Boston then.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, why couldn't they have done that? There's something going on here where they can't.
Yeah.
Like, if any planes divert, I'll blow everybody up.
I want to do a really bad, like, a scientifically wrong version of Speed. Where, like, if this plane goes over 55
What, because the movie was right on?
No, I just want to say, like, if this plane goes over 55 miles an hour, it's like, if a plane goes less than 55 miles an hour, it just falls out of the sky. It's got to be going a couple hundred.
No way. Figure it out.
Yeah. No, it's going like super slow and it's like shaking. Like they've got
Does
like
this board here have anything to do with anything, or just like there to look cool?
flashing lights. I think it's the exact same board from Empire Strikes Back when they're in the caves and they're like,
Right. There's that random.
yeah, this is the Fox movie. They
Oh, he's talking to him right now. Oh yeah, he's coming over. I think he's like, oh, I told you guys something was going on.
he's bluffing. Quick, restore our systems.
Oh, here we go.
That's always my favorite thing too. It's just like he's got to be bluffing. It's like, all right, let's just turn everything back on. Oh no, we've suffered severe penalties.
Yeah,
surely that wasn't him.
Yeah, well, what do you know?
Or they do the total flip. We have to give him everything he wants. And then only the hero goes, no, I'll stop him. Well, it's like, in the meantime, everybody's dying.
Yeah. Just send John McClane and fuck, man, I gotta go take a shit and geez, have a smoke. You go over there, you stop these terrorist fucks. I don't give a fuck, okay? Man to man. What?
I would love nothing more than just a version where we just dub you over one guy, but no context. You're not allowed to hear anything.
Yeah, like,
just like
like what's happening.
No subtitles, anything like that. You just have to see whenever his lips are flapping, your lips have to start flapping, and then we play the movie.
To start flapping. That guy looks
I'm serious. We're gonna do it. We'll do a chunk of a movie.
We should actually. That guy looks like fuck. Where is he? There was a porn cop there. He's like a stripper-gram that they just had,
Yeah, well, it makes you
wonder. He's a stripper-gram, but he moonlights as a cop. Yeah. He makes way more money as a stripper-gram.
And the one on the left was a village person?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the guy.
So, and again, news person just
boom, bursts in. Whoa, lady, hey. Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many people are allowed in air traffic control? None.
That seems everybody's allowed up there
Air
today.
traffic controllers aren't even allowed up there. It's like, it's got to be empty. It's too stressful up here.
That's exactly like apparently that Air Canada plane was like close to having like the worst disaster in aviation history.
Yeah,
they say.
Yeah. I disagree. Remember when Denzel Washington flew that plane upside down?
Oh my God, yes.
That was way worse.
Which one was that?
Or any of the ones that crashed and everybody died. Those ones are all worse.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was such a strange thing to say too. And they're like, it was almost the worst crash. Like you could say that for anything.
Yeah.
Like it was a near miss. And they're saying like, if it did happen, it would be. I was like, I don't know, man. Some of them were pretty awful. Like
it was like when like Apollo 13 was the biggest disaster in space. I'm like, ask the people on the Challenger.
Yeah.
that
yeah,
exploded.
Exactly. Yeah. Ask all those aliens that died.
None of them. Speaking of aliens that died, I watched Independence Day Resurgence again for the first time since it was out in theaters.
Again for the first time.
Well, no, it was like I saw it when it came out in theaters and was like, oh my God, this is terrible. And then we were airing it at work, so I'm like, I'm just gonna poke in at this for a few minutes, and I'm like, oh no,
just gonna peek my head in for a while and see where she's at.
Oh, Hemsworth.
Hey, wasn't there some guy in here with you?
She looks a little bit. She has the facial structure of the little guy from the island of Dr. Moreau. It's not a great thing to say about a person.
Hanging around with Buns.
With Brando.
Yeah, Brando Buns, man.
We'll have to watch that movie because there's so much to talk about that movie. But
that movie was fucked.
He literally had the guy who was supposed to be his right-hand man relegated to like basically a background role. He was like the fourth or fifth highest like guy on the in the credits. And he was like, no, get rid of him. I want to hang out with the little guy. And so he just put the little guy who has no lines in the movie. And so he's just like saying weird things to like his mini, which is where the whole mini-me thing came from. But but yeah, he's like, I just want to be with him. And he's like, and so this other guy who was so excited to be in this movie with Marlon Brando, and it's like literally he had a ton of lines, and all his scenes were with Brando.
Take it away.
And it was just like no. And then they're like, well, we got to give those lines to somebody. Like we'll give them to Val Kilmer, and Val's like, nope, I'm not doing them. He's like, I want less lines.
I want less. Like, get me out of this turkey.
He had gotten divorced right before the movie started, and he's like, I don't want to be in this movie. He was supposed to be the main guy that David Thewlis plays.
Right.
And then they were like, I want no part of doing this. He wanted to get out of the movie. They're like, well, no, you're under contract, blah, blah. So he ended up switching roles to this other guy. And they're like, but I want to do 40% less than even that. So they cut a bunch of his lines. So now they have
I didn't know you had a choice when you made a movie. Like, what the hell? They're just like, okay, well, whatever.
It was just one of those nightmares where I think they were just like bending to anybody. Like, it wasn't even supposed to be David Thewlis. It was supposed to be Rob Morrow after Val Kilmer switched.
Holy fuck.
And Rob Morrow literally got on a
Don
boat.
Quixote.
Yeah, Rob Morrow got on a boat and was like calling his agent going, get me out of here.
Like, get me the fuck out. You know, that's when you got money, man. Just get your ass to the airport.
Yeah, so, well, then that was the thing.
You have your handheld out there?
No, it wasn't that. No, it was like, get me out of my contract.
Right.
And then...
Because you'll get sued and all this biz.
And then Fairuza Balk was caught at the airport trying to escape the movie.
Oh my God. This movie sounds amazing.
It's so amazing.
It sounds like a great production.
I gotta find the documentary so you can watch it. It is out of this world.
Hearts of Darkness 2?
Pretty much.
Yeah, The Return. And you got the same fucking guy, too.
Look at Cole Meany is the pilot. I forgot about
Was
that.
it?
Yeah.
You know, you think that's crazy because they always said how crazy Apocalypse Now was, making that movie. And it's all Brando.
Yeah.
It's because Brando's like just fucked. Like,
no, Francis Ford Coppola had a lot to do with being fucked in that.
Yeah, well.
But he didn't... Like, that was a big thing, was because he was, Brando came in so fat, he's like, I don't want to be filmed. It's like, well, you're kind of like one of the stars of the movie.
Yeah, I don't want to be filmed. Like, what?
That's, yeah. So how about you just don't take roles?
Yeah, like, what are you doing then? Yeah, exactly. What are you doing?
I need money.
He was such a good-looking, great actor, too. Like, what the fuck happened to that guy?
Like, had he, like, maintained himself and stuff like that, he would have looked like a Paul Newman kind
Or
of
something,
guy,
yeah. He would have still been in movies. You'd still be seeing him in shit. But now he just got weird and fucking died.
Yeah. Fucking died.
He just died of, like, just strangeness.
Yeah.
He didn't wear pants for so long, it killed him.
He donated all his money to the shadow of an Indian girl.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and that's
hell?
Literally what it said.
Pretty much.
Shadow of an Indian girl. And they're like, what kind? Like, is he like being racist Indian or like a person from India?
No, he
girl?
means their shadow.
Yeah. What qualifies as girl? Does this mean under 18?
What
Should we be
qualifies as a
concerned
shadow?
about what he's doing? Yeah, like how big is it? A noon shadow or it's
Yeah.
just underneath the
12 o'clock in the high, or what do we got going on here?
I don't like any of this.
Uh-oh.
My dog just came in and put her nose on my foot.
Oh, here we go. He's playing ventilation duct bingo. He's listening to them play bingo through the ventilation duct.
Yeah.
Every now and then, you go, yeah, bingo, and everybody looks, well, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I just assumed that ventilation duct bingo is a bunch of people are climbing through ventilation ducts, and then whenever somebody comes out, like they're all labeled, and then you like just mark that one off, and then when somebody falls through the next one,
bingo.
I think it's
he's got to climb through the vent here, eh?
Yeah.
You know, the problem with this one is it's just the same movie. It's the first one again. Like, he's climbing through the vents. There's the T-1000.
Man, everybody from Super Mario Brothers, or should have been in Super Mario Brothers, is in this movie.
This is like they're a cast, they must have been like, hey, look at the fucking ears on this guy.
That was kind of hilarious to me. I like that they stopped the thing, and I was like, what if they just all stayed there and they're like, hey, what happened? And like they couldn't just walk up the ramp.
I like that at this point in time now, don't trust anybody that works here.
Yeah.
That isn't a police officer. Yeah. Because everybody, right, okay, first the dude's fucking with the buttons of the conveyor belt. Uh-huh. Now these painters. Yeah. Can they check really anybody for guns? Or what?
Of course not. Again,
what are you doing going to paint here? Take a machine gun.
Pre 9/11 world, man. Yeah. When I went to Disney for the first time.
Have a pack of smokes and a machine gun.
I went to Disney in 1995. I brought a bazooka on the plane.
And they had a bazooka holder.
And 6 ounces of liquid.
Oh my God. That's the worst one now. The bazooka's fine. The 6 ounces of liquid might be a problem.
Unacceptable.
Boom.
Look at all those
shooting, yeah.
Where are they that there's all those... Oh, it's a spot.
It's a paint area.
Yeah, it's an under construction area.
Yeah, come on. You got some scaffolding, some paint.
I feel like this
Some bubble wrap.
Yeah, I feel like this combination of movies should have made John McClane really racist. It's like every time I'm around black people, everything goes to shit. He's like, so
oh, it's true.
Part 3, he moves. Yeah. Part 3, he moves to Boston, and he's like, we're gonna be fine. And then he's like, oh no, the Utah Jazz is in town.
The Utah Jazz, and then shit goes down.
And the one black guy who's on Utah Jazz comes up. He's like, oh my God, I heard about you from Nakatomi. And then everything goes crazy. He's like, it's happening again.
Shit goes nuts. Oh, is this T-1000?
No, this is literally just the paint. That would have been amazing.
Oh, it is.
You see all those slow footsteps, and then you see it's just the guy who's actually here to paint. No, don't do it.
I don't know why he wouldn't just shoot him from way back.
No, because you want that moment.
Oh my Lord, he had 12 hours to kill both of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, because my favorite thing about him in
my word.
is it's probably very easy to hear that somebody's in a vent. Like, the ducts are so loud. And so
he's like, I'm getting a call.
So you'd probably be able to pinpoint probably about a 6 to 8 foot area. He's like, he's in this area. Let's put a few bullets in it because it's not bulletproof, and then that will be the end of that.
Look at this. No one can hit. Always doing the roll, the classic roll.
Literally,
they're just missing. If he wasn't rolling, he'd be dead.
I want to have just a cop especially somebody who trains people in the academy or something like that. I want to have them see these moves, and I want to have
these moves.
I want him to explain to everybody why those would be the worst things to do. So why would you not roll like a moron? Well, it gives you a ton of surface area to get shot in the back, and you also can't aim upside down very well. And when you're constantly rolling and moving and bumping around, your aim's going to be bad as well. So basically, you're just a weird target. Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
I like
but it
this
looks
guy,
cool.
too, on the top of the scaffolding. Never moves.
Yeah.
Oh, that dummy got wasted.
I know.
Holy man.
So, there's sometimes when I just flat out don't mind it was a dummy. Oh, no, that, like, light thing fell on his back. What is this guy from? He reminds me of...
The buddy at the top was, like, never... Like, you think he'd go to the other side, but all he did was wave his arms underneath. You know, he's got the high ground, for Christ's sake. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, and we know.
I'm gonna kick your fucking
episode 3, that
ass.
solved it.
Oh, uh-oh.
That would have been amazing. See, I like that. I actually like that as a little gimmick, but I think it would have been better if it was going the other way, and then the guy was like, what's happening? And he's just getting further away from him.
Yes.
He's like, no.
He can't run against the full. He puts it on full, and he's like, he can't even keep up.
It's like Robert Patrick, and he's sprinting, but he's still only getting... he's gaining no ground.
Does this one have a higher body count than the first one? I think it does.
I think so, because...
It was like the plane crash.
I don't
But
know,
you
it
don't
might
see those people die or anything.
Yeah. For all we know, that was an empty plane that was just out for practice.
Practice runs.
Yeah. He's like, put it on autopilot and
Whoa.
send it out there. Lots of explosions.
Down. Yeah, here we
I
go.
think
Nice
that was-
explosion.
That was one thing that this one had the opportunity to have, was more open area to create, like, explosions. Like, he gets to jump off the roof in the other one, and they get that explosion and stuff. But, like, they have all of outside. You can
Everything's
just go
blowing
outside
up, yeah. Anything can blow up at any given moment in McLean's world.
On any given Sunday.
Bait, switching bait, baby.
Yeah. So we've done now...
Jerk us off. Whoa.
I know. So this year we've done Halloween 2 for our Halloween movie, and Die Hard 2 for one of our Christmas movies. Now the question is, do we do the awful Halloween 3 for our Halloween movie next year?
Absolutely.
And do we do Die Hard 3, which takes place nowhere near Christmas? It takes place in the summertime.
Can't do Die Hard 3.
Yeah, okay. So
I do not agree with Die Hard 3.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody's making that argument.
Oh.
I actually saw, now I didn't see this kind of weirdness, but I saw a lot of planes yesterday, and I know, like, when I'm driving home, I'm near the airport, but, like, it just seemed like they were really tight together all landing, and they were coming from a direction, like, usually they're coming from, like, the east on the 401 highway.
Right.
I know this is really fucking interesting for people who know our 400 series highways. But like these ones were all going north on the towards the 427. I was like, what's happened? Like, I don't know. Like they all looked like they were leaving the friggin' Toronto Island and going that way. And I was like,
it was a mass evacuation. They didn't want you to know, though. You weren't in the know.
They were
Something was
surprisingly
going
low.
down, yo. Zombie gas breakout.
Shit. I knew
Yep.
it. I haven't
Yep. The
gotten a
old
chance to
zombie
see
gas factory.
Eli Roth did the history of horror on AMC, and they've broken it down into like different types of horror movies and stuff.
Right.
And so the first episode was zombies.
Did his clock in the walls come out yet? Is that like,
yes.
How was it? Was it supposed to be any
This
good
weekend.
or what?
I don't know. I don't know how it was. I was told that this weekend it's out with.
Did they bag the
Small
phones
Foot.
there
Yeah.
as like evidence?
Yeah.
Look
No.
like the phones are in.
Yeah, I guess they did.
That's so you don't accidentally use it and get blood smeared all over your face.
That guy with it when he covers his mouth, he looks like William Forsythe, but then when he uncovers it, he looks like the lost Baldwin.
The loss. I mean, he looks like somebody. He looks like that guy with the big mouth, and he was in that vampire movie. He looks like his kid. I can't think of his name. He's like ripped. He's got a big ass mouth on him. He's always in all them horror movies.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Big mouth. Come on.
Good old Big Mouth. Tony Todd.
Yeah, exactly.
That white guy with like the Joker's mouth looks like Tony Todd.
Get him to enter the code. What code? What are they looking for?
There's always a code. Who's that? Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? Where's the trivia?
That's what I already friggin' told you. We
Yeah,
didn't do
why
the
don't you
research
tell
for
the
this.
people out there?
I was like, I don't have the
I
trivia
should've
for this.
got
I'm
them
like,
ready.
it doesn't matter. And then you called me out like a fucking asshole. I'm not happy about anything today. It has been a long day.
It certainly has.
We did our first live today. I've been up since 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, you beat me.
Oh,
You beat me. I just slept like shit last night.
Yeah.
It was wicked. I was having all these nightmares.
Oh, nice.
Boner-inducing nightmares. I've been watching too much Paranormal Survivor.
I can't watch that shit. We're
I
having
love it.
at work. They're having like a demonstration of like they're bringing in a bunch of like ghost hunting like equipment, and then they're like
Oh,
giving a ghost
God.
hunting talk.
A ghost hunt talk, man. I'm into that shit. I'd be there.
Yeah.
Let me fill in for you. They won't
I'm not
even
going
notice.
to
I'll wear a name tag that says Joe.
That would be weird because
Like,
I don't wear a
hey.
name tag. Hey, that would be like the first
That's
thing
the
they
first
notice.
time
Like,
you're
Joe doesn't
wearing-
wear a name tag.
That ain't Joe.
And unlike the security in this place, you would get bullets in the stomach.
Okay, so then I just have to go in and sit in your chair. They'd be like, there he is. Always where he's sitting right there.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that a chair's being taken up. That's Joe.
Yeah, that's Joe, all right. Well, they're trying to make a deal here on what they're going to order for dinner. I think we can make an agreement.
That brief moment of silence was me realizing how useless a person I am, and I hate myself.
At least he called them. He's like, we're calling them for pizza. He's like, they got to go right past you. You guys want something?
I thought what he was
like, "Oh,
touching
thanks."
was digital. And I thought he was going to
the
slide
slide
off, but then it
came
was
off.
stuck
Yeah.
to his hand. I'm like,
It's like a contact lens with writing on it.
that would be like me going on Tinder and going to swipe left, but it's a wallet photo on my stuck to my phone.
Oh, he's changing the altitude of the whole place.
Yeah, that's gonna make them.
But then now
crash.
this is what explains when they fight upside down on the ceiling.
I like that they're.
Anti-gravity.
Yeah, I like that they just
Boop boop.
they have a dial. Like it's like you could use that computer, that would make more sense and stuff to do all that. But they also just have a little altitude dial. It's like I'm just gonna give this a little spin, and then I'll be able to do what I want.
It should have been a big wheel. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Which is funny
guy
because he helps
played,
chase a plane in Con Air.
And he also helps drive a star plane in Star Trek TNG. Tinga.
Well, he was in The Next Generation as well, but he was his main
That's
character.
why I said it.
No, I know, but I was like his main because I was
Deep
waiting for you to say deep
7.
Deep 6, 7. Fuck.
Getting deep in 6 inches deep into that hot number 7. Was that her name?
Yeah. What?
9.
7 of 9.
9 inches deep in old
12.
number 9.
I don't know. Whatever it wasn't a high enough percentage for me to give a shit.
She was a hottie. Man, they went through a lot of fake snow in this movie. The fake snow budget must be through the fucking roof. We're talking like Shining fake snow budget.
Maybe what they did is they made it snow down, and then they turned the set upside down, and they strapped everybody so they're walking upside down, and now it's snowing again.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They went through all that trouble.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Rennie Harlan's got
He probably
ideas.
would. $100 million to flip everybody upside down so you can reuse the snow.
Tell me what's a more European thing than we'll flip the set upside down, but pretend that it's not upside down.
And he's wearing his banana hammock the whole time. Filthy Europeans.
There's a great bit of director's commentary from him for The Covenant.
Is that what's her name? From
Leave It to Beaver?
Yeah, no. Two guys are
like,
freaking out.
Jive.
I speak jive. That's exactly what's in your head. I speak jive.
Chum don't want to help. Chum don't get to help. But the
Buddy, hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, Rennie Harlan's commentary on The Covenant. He's talking about this girl's ass, and he's explaining having to cast the girl's ass, and he's like, it's awkward. I have the girl in my office, and you have to pick the perfect ass, otherwise the fans will be mad that you did. And it's just whoa. I'm like, you're overthinking this. I'm like, you're making this movie for 15-year-old boys. As long as it's not your ass, it's gonna be fine.
Exactly. I remember when I went to see the remake of I Spit on Your Grave, and the guy's talking. The director's there, and he's like, "This is Shakespeare that he's doing, and this is an anti-rape movie, and blah blah blah, and it's all about women's rights." Even though we watch her get raped 12 times, right? They just hired him to work the airport now. Yeah, he lost the sticks. There's somebody out there, for fuck's sakes, waving sticks around. Let me see this here. Holy Christ, it's John McClane. He's fucking loaded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know.
Oh, wait. So I go see I Spit in Your Grave, the remake, and I literally put my hand up and I was like, when you have these girls in their office, are you hey, give me your best rape scream? I'm like, what's the, how do you cast this? And the guy was just so mad because how dare I, make light this exploitation rape movie.
I realize more and more how if this is going to become a popular podcast, how quickly I'm going to have to sell you out.
It's fine.
And I'm just going to replace you with I'm going to have to replace you with Jeff Garlin.
Oh God. Hey, wait a minute. Is he the dad on Modern Family?
No, that's fucking Al Bundy, man. I'm talking Jeff Garlin.
No, Modern Family. Sorry. I mean, yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Sorry, I'm talking the Goldbergs.
Oh, the Goldbergs, yeah.
Great show.
It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, your podcast won't be so wonderful.
It won't.
Boom. Here we go. Boom.
I know this guy. His name is Maury. just like...
Boom. Here's another explosion. Look at that sick smile.
I used to live with Hector Elizondo. That's not true.
Hector Elizondo. Boom. Plane explosion.
I would have loved just shoot the scene just to have as a funny
a funny
scene,
gif.
a funny deleted scene or something like that, where one of the air traffic controllers is like, "Thank God that was just a practice plane."
They spend all that money on this fake plane explosion to.
It's just
Oh, John, get over it.
Yeah, maybe this would be a good reason if they explained that this is why him and his wife were fighting, because he went through the horror of trying his best to save 400 people's lives, and they all died in front of him. Have a couple people walk out burning.
Should be the effort that it took for him to try and emote in that scene right there. Jesus Christ. That was like watching De Niro in the phone booth in Goodfellas, for God's sake.
Do you know how you fucked me up there. You know how Rennie Harlan made him feel that way? He's like, "You're not a good harmonica player." And then just
Bruno sucks.
Tears, and then he had to okay, calm down, calm down. And they had to bring him back down a little bit.
Oh my God, he just said Hector Elizondo.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Man.
But wasn't there a train explode or a train? Isn't there a plane explosion in Long Kiss Goodnight?
I don't recall.
Isn't there a plane blowing up?
I don't recall, to be honest, but it's been a long time since I've seen The Long Kiss
Goodnight. I remember seeing that movie and then watching that same exact explosion happen in another movie. Because they sold it to another movie because they're probably we didn't make anything off this.
That stuff blows my mind.
Yeah.
When they showed
I couldn't believe it. It was some cheap ass movie too. And I was like, whoa, that's explosion. It was exactly the same when the car runs across the, through the phone toll there and everything blows up behind them.
Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of ones too with Transformers. And it showed the scene originally, and there was a big car accident scene on the highway, and then it was the exact same scene, but then it was one of the Transformers who was roller skating through and saves people. It's funny. You can see the side by side.
I saw an extended preview for Bumblebee.
They were both Michael Bay movies. Yeah.
It looked all right.
It doesn't
but I saw Soundwave, the real one with the tapes. They had the tapes, and it was all old school, and I was like, oh, fucking A.
See, I liked that I saw him. But then at the same time, I was like, he has no business being there because he's a giant boombox.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not a thing.
After a long, hard day, you want to rock out with some tunes, man.
I was like, they should
maybe have a Transformer Yahoo.
I think there was a medium because they made an attempt in the other Transformers movies. It was an awful attempt because he was just out in space and doing nothing. I was like, they should have made him a communication satellite on Earth. So, he was sitting there, and then they're like, we're trying to send a message out.
He's more tactical. He's got all the tapes shooting out of him.
But, yeah, it's I feel like they could have...
The radio's just a bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just, a cherry on the old cheesecake there, man.
Yeah, now instead of playing Jefferson Starship, it's playing Wiz Khalifa.
Fucking
so
right.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Now he's a Discman, a Panasonic Shockwave Discman.
I was working through my head for a long time to make sure I said Wiz Khalifa right. I'm like, don't say any of it wrong, or you're going to sound like a friggin' moron.
So what? Wiz Khalifa. I always too, because he really could be, a Panasonic Walkman. Because, and then in the cartoon, he would transform and be monstrous, and then and then suddenly he's a little boombox, and a kid could pick him up and run off with him.
Yeah, you would still even.
He still weighs
you would just be way more
80
dense, and you would
tons
at least, and and the same thing with friggin' Megatron. He turned into a gun that they could hold in their hands.
Yeah,
I'm like
not like a giant ass gun that everybody has to.
That was the one thing I give credit to the other movies for, at least the first one. They made an attempt to show you every piece went somewhere, and so I was like, good, this works. The rest of the movie didn't, but it was just quick, bend Megan Fox over that motorcycle.
Oh,
what does that have to do with anything? He's
who cares?
Give me 15 minutes of that. And then save it to my private hard drive, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
She didn't even know it was happening.
He just asked her to wax his bike.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, they're titsy wax my bike. She's like, my name's Megan, I'm an actress. And he's like, yeah, sure you are, babe.
Was she in anything before that?
No.
She was in I think she was in
Brian Austin Green was in her though. Oh yeah.
No, that wasn't until way later. That wasn't.
No, they were together for a long time.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
But I think she was in a sitcom or something like that. I can't remember. They were all in sitcoms. I think she was in The Nanny or something.
Didn't she play Leonardo DiCaprio in Family Ties for 2 episodes?
She did.
Family Ties.
That was
that Growing Pains?
That was Growing Pains, yeah. But
I'm still getting Growing Pains.
Yeah. Ugh. Don't make me look up Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle.
Oh, Megan Fox isn't even the first person that comes up when you look up Megan Fox.
Wow. That's how popular she is.
It's the art director from Psych comes up first.
And that's not even her name. Is her name Megan Fox, or is it kind of close?
It was the same. But it was not the right
she's
one.
not the number one.
Oh, unless it's a different spelling of the name, I guess. I don't know how to fucking spell her real name then.
Meaghn.
Yeah, I don't fucking know anything.
You don't even know how to spell.
I'm just gonna.
For God's sakes.
There we go. It's like Megan. It's more Megan-y.
Meigsy?
Meigsy.
Oh, here comes Buddy from the first one. You want to borrow a helicopter?
Oh, she was in Bad Boys 2, uncredited.
Ooh, uncredited, huh? Here comes Buddy.
Oh, she was.
The big twist.
Oh, she was in Hope and Faith. That was the one.
This movie's fucking still going.
Well, I don't even care. Oh, John Amos is in the house.
He's just farting around.
I forgot how much I dislike this movie.
Oh, it's terrible.
One fucking platoon.
Oh, yeah, I don't trust anybody, McClane.
John Amos, I like him a lot. For some reason, my biggest memory of him goes back to being Nia Long's father in Fresh Prince.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
He's in tons of stuff, but that's where my brain goes.
I love Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince was great. Fresh Prince was amazing.
Oh, he's the genie in the new Aladdin live action, Will Smith.
John Amos? Yeah. No, I know. I did know that. The cast...
They didn't show him in the... I don't know who else is in it, but I mean,
Oh, it was just the trailer. Well,
oh, I hope he's going to be like sassy black man genie. Should have been Medea.
They've been taking the live action ones very seriously, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like. I'm really looking forward to the Lion King one because actually I just saw they had a cast photo. It was Jon Favreau with Childish Gambino there and Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner.
Oh, they're all in it, eh?
Yeah.
Who else?
Donald Glover is Simba, and Seth Rogen is Pumbaa, and Billy Eichner's Timon. I think
which one's Billy Eichner?
Billy Eichner's Timon.
No, who is he?
He's Billy on the Street and American Horror Story. And
I gotcha. Yeah. No Michael Cera?
No, he's probably in it.
Michael Cera's Mustafa.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Chiwetel Ejiofor is Scar. James Earl Jones is still Mufasa.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Damn right.
Beyonce plays Nala.
Oh,
Keegan-Michael Key is in it. Alfred Woodard plays Sarabi.
Cool.
John Kenny, who was the dad in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Eric Andre is in it.
Hey, what's her name?
John Oliver plays Zazu, which is a great
nice
one. It's a good cast. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward. And then I'm also looking forward to the fact that they're putting out ones where there's not going to be a lot of stars in it because they're not whitewashing the movies.
Give it 3 years and BET's movie night is going to be rocking. You know, now you're just like, oh my God, they're like, there's a black guy in the background. Good enough.
Yeah. This movie would have been a huge deal.
Oh, they've shown this a lot. They showed this one a lot.
We've seen 2 of them. That's
huge.
Actually, 3. Reginald VelJohnson was in the movie for 8 seconds. I wonder how he felt about that.
Right?
He probably hears Die Hard 2's coming. He's like, oh, they're probably going to come back for me because I was a big part of that one. And they're like, look, are you willing to basically not take off your Family Matters clothes and just do a scene from Rennie Harlan's desk?
They just put him in the next room over. Off the set of Family Matters.
You can hear the studio audience laughing at, did I do that?
Oh my God, if only Urkel was there. Oh my God, I love it when eventually he was a woman, and then he was Stefan, and then they were traveling through time, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
It went crazier and crazier. That thing jumped the shark
so
much it
God.
went through space. But then there was a period of time where they just separated, and Stefan and Steve were different people. he just played the two characters instead of him.
Whoa, because like he went into like the transmogrifier and they split his personalities into two actual people. Whoa, that show was deep as fuck, man.
It went crazy.
Wow.
Meanwhile, on Step by Step, they were just teaching the adult how to read. It was like the what? No,
it's true, right?
Well, it was like the oldest.
Was he in Kickboxer 2?
No, he was actually.
And then he was arrested for like beating his wife up or something.
Yeah, that all happened. But no, he was like the dumb guy on the thing. But then you find out that the oldest son, so like he was like the cousin or whatever.
Yeah,
but then
he was like the Boner.
Yeah, but then you find out when he looks exactly.
Yeah,
like
he does
Boner
look
too,
like Boner.
More. But
like
look him up, Growing Pains, Boner Stabone. I think he's dead too.
Boner Stabone.
But yeah, you find out the oldest son in Step by Step was dyslexic, and then like the dumbest guy in the show is the one who like recognizes. Stop doing that.
I was like, wow, I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
It's everywhere. It's like me saying It's like there is a remix out there for me going and then you go
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Hotline bling.
Somebody got footage of. I think this was a pretty old video, but somebody got footage of this guy doing this really dumb laugh. He was in the NBA, like it was a. Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was kind of like that, but he was in like the NBA. He was like doing like a NBA Finals press conference or something like that, and somebody took his laugh and remixed it to John Tesh's NBA on NBC song. So it was. And it worked beautifully.
Like people have time to do this shit. Like,
is this the church from Skyfall?
Oh my god! From what?
The church from Skyfall?
Absolutely.
And that just reminds me, like that just kind of made me think. I was like, did Skyfall, like the plot of land, have its own private church?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Absolutely.
Man, you would think that Bond wouldn't have so much premarital sex if you had a friggin' like church on the property.
Have they not figured out that these guys are like right over there? They're like right next door in the barn.
Man, a lot of lights on over at that
Nobody's
church.
Even fucking.
That would have been amazing if that's how they noticed.
Oh, there he is.
Somebody looks over there and they're like the old man Winters is always asleep by now. This is suspicious.
Yeah. So, usually the left window is still on because he's falling asleep with his dick in his hand again near the fire.
That just looked like fucking was going on.
Yeah, well,
they
were. He seduced that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then when they were banging, he strangulated, but not after he ejaculated.
Do you think that was just an accidental, like David Carradine?
Oh, he's like, choke me out, take me to the brink, baby, yeah.
Bill got killed again.
Take me to the edge.
That's my problem, man. It's like
flatliners. Flatline me, bitch. Yeah, flatline me.
Kill me, give me a hand job, and then
revive
me
to
life.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, it's blah, blah,
blah. You don't want to wake up and you've already ejaculated.
Yeah. This would be amazing if they tried to sell that this guy was the Dos Equis guy. So like when he was sitting there, no, not in this movie. Like in the Dos Equis commercial. In the Dos Equis commercial, he's like, I was once a military leader who was like who had to like take over a plane, and then they just show clips.
John McClane.
They just show clips from this movie, and he's like, I've really been through it.
That's why I drink Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. Oh my god. To you, that's the play that that Daniel Radcliffe showed his dick in.
Oh my god,
Dos
Equis. Oh yeah, that one where he's the dirty horse fucker.
Equus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to learn what that movie's about so that I can assume that he's not a horse fucker.
No, you have to. You have to establish that bond with your horse when you're playing the horse.
That was
games.
mostly what War Horse was about. Secretariat.
War Horse. That was a good one. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Seabiscuit.
It was a laugh riot.
Seabiscuit. I was into Seabiscuit because I was working at a racetrack when that movie came out.
He was looking for his gum. It's like, fuck, a radio.
I found so much. That's how the.
Do you know where my gum is? Hello.
I need gum. Mayday gum.
Oh, Falcon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I never put that together. Whoa.
Yep.
I'm leaving.
He's outie.
I gotta go.
When you watch this show like years and years ago when it was on TV, they would cut out yippee-ki-yay, mother effer.
Why
As
would
he-
you cut, of all the things you say, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm
Come
gonna
on now.
allow me to censor
This
myself
is the TBS
here
version.
while I talk about
Yippee
murdering the
ki
president.
Mr. Falcon. Oh, everybody talks about murdering the president these days. Come on.
Usually not on the air,
Oh yeah,
but
we're keeping it real until we go to jail. Then we'll be keeping it real there.
no,
too.
dude. Once again, I'm
that like
selling you
Osama?
out, and then when you're in jail, I'll say, it's very sad that this happened, but I had no part in it. What do you think about it, Jeff Garland? I think it's amazing.
Jeff Garland. He's gonna do it too.
Oh God,
You're gonna regret it so bad.
I'm gonna tweet to him when
Whatever
this one
president
comes
you're
out.
like,
Jeff
oh,
Garland,
God.
are you in?
Jeff Garland.
I know that.
No way. You should get like Christina Ricci or something. Yeah.
I have no need for her. She's gonna.
Oh man,
she's
she's
like-
hot.
No,
I think she's hot, bro.
She's getting old, and Sarah Hyland has the same problem as her, where she's got skinny body and a giant head.
No way. Christina
giant
Ricci's
heads.
way hotter.
She's got a giant head.
The older that Sarah Hyland gets, the uglier she is.
They just look like Bratz dolls.
Bratz dolls, big giant heads. I'm more Monster High.
Yeah. So am I, because they're all over the fucking house. So that's easy.
Now that it's legal, I'm gonna hit Monster High. There, Roger Falcon.
Falcon. Oh, I can't.
Oh, look, he's got the real
can't
ones in there.
believe it, like,
The reds and the blues.
Now, I'll be honest, I have not seen this one in a long time. And
He's got a lot of cardio in this one.
I always skip this one and move on. You can see the disdain on John Leguizamo's face going, I was supposed to be in this movie more. Like, he's not even standing near anybody
Right?
because they're like, he's so
Oh,
short.
there's this random. I know, but I mean, like what? Like, so what? The movies in movie land, nobody can be short. There are short people out
Yeah.
there.
It's
Lots
just-
of them.
It's hard for film, like, it's hard for, like, photography composition. It's like, you gotta
Do your job.
Yeah, it's just.
Do your fucking job, photography, because
Well, no, I'm not saying like it just makes it look bad. That's not somebody's doing their job. It's just it doesn't look right. It's like if you had they were talking about this. It was what's his face? The Avengers, the British spy Avengers with Uma Thurman and what's his face and Ralph Fiennes there, and they were like apparently their heights are very off and they had to like even them out and stuff because it would look fucking weird if he had to like get up on his tippy toes to kiss Uma Thurman on the mouth, and that's just how it would be.
Come
So
on.
it's like, otherwise like Tom Cruise would always come up to every woman's chin.
he wishes.
I know.
Navel liquor. Really fucking.
I
This
came up to my
movie,
chin once.
I came on my chin once. It was wicked.
Ooh,
It
it's
was
kind of
it was
like
a good
Landon.
shot.
He's riding dirty.
This movie has too much build for too little payoff.
Way too little.
Like this is what this is building up to here is him getting crapped in the drate here.
What the fuck? Crapped in the drape.
Trapped in the grate.
Wow, but
Look, oh god, my leg, I'm getting squished.
you didn't even switch two sounds though. It was like, I just kind of like fumbled over my things. I switched all the letters.
Yeah, it's called
I like-
dyslexia, bro. Look.
Quick, tilt your head sideways.
Oh, see that they ruined that on the cover. Man,
there-
he's looking behind him. He
feel
does
like-
it all movie.
I feel like those grates are not available on like in runways.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like, what's the deal, right?
What's the deal with
That's
airline
when
grates?
they have to. No, that's where they empty the crapper out.
Yeah.
They fucking land the plane. They stop right there. They open the grate and they just
It's a precision dump.
Yeah.
You have to go by and right at that exact
exactly
moment.
boom, like a shotgun shit.
And the one guy's really bad at it, and then the ground crew's like, Steve, you did it again.
A big
Get
shit
them up.
stain, a big skid on the old runway.
Oh, I just had a gross thought. Imagine going to a parade, but they never picked up the horse shit. But at the very end of the parade, there was a street sweeper that came by, and it was just getting flicked.
Flings shit everywhere.
What
I
does
wait
that
for that.
have to do with this movie?
I wait for that to happen, and at the parade, and the street sweeper comes by, doesn't stop to, just runs the shit over.
That was one of those moments I just had. It was one of those like non sequitur type things that used to like get us kicked out of class in high school, where it would just make us laugh so friggin' hard. Like it's like you think of the dumbest thing and just make us laugh so hard that they're like, you two have to leave till you calm down.
Again. Well, I might as well just go home then, because this ain't fucking. That's it for me.
I'm sorry that my teacher has hair that's sort of like Bon Jovi, but I
I would
assume that when
still.
she turns around, she's
Oh
gonna
my
scream.
god! Yeah, Ow! I would still be in high school if they didn't just be like, okay, just go. We'll give you the paper. Just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. Which is how I feel licenses are given out, by the way.
Everything. That's how it's all given out.
That's my Mickey Rooney.
The
Did
hell?
you ever notice that people are getting... That's
Gilbert Gottfried.
It's a
That
little-
doesn't sound like...
I know, but it's like it's give and take.
Yeah.
You gotta listen. It's like if you suspend your disbelief in that you don't know what Andy Rooney sounds like, then you're fine. I said Mickey Rooney. I meant Andy Rooney.
Hey, is this like the third plane they're about to blow up in this thing?
You know what? Fucking, I meant Rooney Mara.
Good. Yeah.
From
Good.
the girl.
Yeah,
with
fucking
the
the
dragon
girl with
tattoo.
all those fucking tattoos.
She's not in the next
Not the
one,
new
eh?
one. I wouldn't either.
The
She's
girl-
on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Surprised they even went so far with this,
Yeah.
with this one. The Fincher one wasn't that good. I was surprised.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like it. This is just like...
I'm into torture.
This
porn.
movie was like... he had a couple good... I guarantee you, this was the idea.
Yeah.
Right here. This is the first idea he had, and then he built a movie around it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, he's like, wouldn't it be great if they were in an airplane and they're throwing grenades and then McClane's got to eject him, you know what I mean? It blows up.
No, two things happen. They're like, we want to make a second Die Hard. Where do we put it? Well, you can't put it just in another building that's boring. How about an airport? Because there's a lot going on. Yes, you're a genius. Well, then what happens? I don't know. Airplane blows up. Yes.
Where do you come up with this, Rennie? This is why you make the big bucks.
He's like,
Jesus, you think there are enough grenades in there?
what? And again,
Like, they're going to take 5 minutes to blow up here.
and this is a horrible effect, by the way. Let's just.
Boom. No way. Boom, 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 wham.
Oh, it's so bad.
Ah.
Kind of reminds me of First Man, though. Because
Exactly. Look, they're not even going to be like, he's alive, so the fuck it.
Little
Just
do they
leave
know,
him.
it wasn't an accident with in First Man. It wasn't an accident with like the lunar lander simulation thing. It was people throwing grenades in it before he took off in it.
And nobody's going to follow this truck.
Nope.
They're all going to, nobody's going to even question the truck that was out there that they literally can see right now getting the fuck out of there.
They've got their winter tires on. We don't have the traction.
They will go to right where he lands and then arrest him again.
And they'd be pretty easy to find.
I'm a cop. I literally just told this to you about an hour ago.
You're the guy I was talking to.
Like the same. I got the same clothes on, the same look on my face.
Yeah. I know I have more blood. Quick, and then he pulls out a cigarette. Oh, it's you. I get it. But yeah, the other thing too is when you're a car in snow, pretty easy to follow you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, just follow those tire tracks. You'll probably get right to
There's
them.
1,000 tires. Like they had to do the shot a million times. They don't know how to fucking shoot in the snow.
There was just one set of footprints in the sand. Who was it?
It's snow.
I was trying to do a Jesus thing.
Jesus.
I was trying to bring everything to our Lord and Savior, and you just destroyed it. So now there's no God. Thanks.
No problem.
Wow.
Glad to be a help.
Man.
Oh, he's writing another filthy. He's onto something that she knows. Look like he's got that look in his eye.
He has the look in his eye of somebody who's watching porn on his laptop.
Look, he's like, no. He's like addicted. Yeah, fuck. Oh, they're gonna turn on the all local channel. Oh, turn it off. Oh, they're watching The Simpsons when they go to the therapy.
That's a good one. You can always tell though, if you don't know what studio put out a movie, look at what they're watching on TV and you'll figure it out really fast.
Fox.
And you're like, oh, it's Fox.
Yeah.
It's a Disney movie.
Where do they show
This is a Disney
Simpsons
movie
on
now.
a plane?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, this is a Disney movie now.
You would show, like nowadays you'd be able to do that on like the seat back.
We need to do.
but not on
Yo, look at this. Look at what the hell's with the toilet right there.
I think they probably.
was that?
It looked like they covered it in plastic.
Yeah.
So like they're like to all the extras. This is not a toilet. You do not.
Yeah,
shit
like
here."
what the hell?
It's,
Because Big Larry was gonna.
It's probably no. It's probably.
I had to go.
Like a Teamsters union just
Dennis
had
Franz.
to like clean up a. Yeah.
What the fuck you want from me, huh? Fucking toilet's a toilet.
Fucking shit here. Fucking shit everywhere. It's gonna be fine. Load fucking up, man to man.
Yeah. He seems like the kind of guy that would say that. Man to man.
We
We
appreciate
don't need a
it.
loose cannon. This movie's still going.
I know.
Like, my God, McClane, have you solved this yet? Like, Jesus, are you supposed to be the world's greatest detective?
No, he's
oh,
not.
wait, no, he's not. Yeah, sorry, that's Sherlock
Actually,
Holmes.
we've only seen him notice things like It's like, picture any scene in Sherlock where like you see him and he's like seeing and he sees the little thing and he's like, oh, this means he's been fighting with his wife, and oh, this means this and that. But then it's him, it's just his blank stare, and it goes to his inner monologue and he's like, who's that black guy? And then he just follows them into the room. So I need a cigarette.
Doesn't he quit smoking it? Oh no, his cigs are all wet. He doesn't have time. He's running too much. There's too much cardio in the next one for him to be smoking all the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
Die
trying
Hard
to get
3,
off the butts too.
I actually, I think that on a overall scale, Die Hard 3 is my favorite.
I think so too. I agree. Die Hard 3 kicks ass.
Die Hard 1 is an overall, like, better put together movie, and it was the first of its kind, like, sort of. Like, it was.
What do you mean?
It was like,
first movie with action in it? Come on.
Well, no, but I just mean, like, it was like this.
First movie to take place in a building?
Yes, it was the first movie to take. They didn't know how to deal with non-natural light, so that was the first. But no, like, just in that kind of, like, absolute nobody versus the everybody's, right? Like, he's a cop, but
one
he's not
versus
like,
all.
he's not like, oh, that's like John Rambo, the elite, like, blah blah blah.
Right.
It's like,
he's like just a regular cop.
Yeah, this guy takes out armies all by himself. He's like, that's like every Arnold Schwarzenegger thing is like, that's what he does. He goes into place. He'll destabilize a government by himself. And then somebody takes his daughter, and it's like, oh, well, if you knew that about him, you wouldn't fuck with him, and you wouldn't take his daughter, and this would not be a movie. But this one is like, I don't know who you are. You're nobody.
Yeah.
It's just, and he gets the shit beat out of him for the whole movie.
He's an ex.
Like
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, Arnold had to take on the Predator before he got a fucking bruise.
Yeah.
And then he got wasted.
He took on that whole army
twins.
and like Commando and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was emotionally beaten up in Twins.
Yeah.
That's a lot to take in.
I thought my twin would look like me.
How many times I gotta fucking tell ya?
I thought my
real
twin's
twin's Dennis Franz.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they have so many options.
Yeah.
They have Ernie Sabella, the guy who played Puma
Ernie
in the
Sabella.
original.
Oh, now they're fucking around the old barn here.
I think they should remake Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger still and Nathan Lane.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're twins.
Lots of musical numbers.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
How many musicals were they in together? Because they did a bunch.
Yeah, they were like teamed up. You know, they were it. Hey man, if they're gonna pay us the money, fucking A.
They were the Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker of the gay community.
No. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are still their own gay, counterparts.
Yeah.
Who would be ours? I want to be played by Bruce Vilanch, and you can be played by Whoopi.
I had to explain who Bruce Vilanch was to somebody the other day. They were like, "Who's that guy?" And he's got like the
mop hair and the.
But I saw a photo of him where he doesn't have a beard, so he doesn't have like the hamster Jerry Garcia look going on. And
how would you even know it was him?
He's still got the big scraggly hair on the glasses.
Oh, he's fighting with Buddy outside the old thing here. This is a by the numbers mess.
By the numbers, but
my lord,
can any mess be by the numbers? I thought by going against the numbers.
Nope. If that's what you wanted to do, if you're like, we're making a mess here, stick to the numbers. Yes. Then you've done it.
Sit rep. I know what that means now.
You don't.
Situation report.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, let's check the old bins. Nothing even in there. Oh, here you go. This is the old icicle.
See, I like that.
Jolly goes ammo.
Poor
Tending
guy.
to the wounds.
Poor guy. He's in this movie.
Oh my god, you think this is like what you look at what you're doing right now, for God's sake. So how the hell is there not going to be surprises?
Yeah. Oh.
Like, did this whole thing have to be a twist too? Like this whole thing here?
Yeah.
With the bullets and like, oh my god.
Yeah, quick, this movie's not long enough. We could have cut it off at 90 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Clean, but no.
Exactly. But no, they got to have this whole side plot and
There's another quick thought. Why did they come in camo?
What?
When they showed up, they were all wearing camo. You know where the green and brown is not going to blend in?
The snow.
Why didn't they just come in the whites?
Well, they just came from the jungle, man, from their last mission. Now they got the white gear on.
They're killing predators.
Yeah.
But like the white gear they have on, it looks like the white jumpsuits that painters put on.
Holy fuck. This guy's in other movies where he's this exact guy.
Yeah. He looks he looks like he also plays like the steroid boyfriend in like any like romantic comedy. He's like, the girl's gonna end up
totally right.
The girl's gonna end up with John
With the
Cusack in
nerd.
the end, but for now he's like, oh, it's badass.
And then it's gonna melt, and there's no murder weapon.
Oh.
So you're like, what the hell? His eyeball just imploded on
Except
itself.
one distinct fact: some of it won't melt because he's currently in the snow. The part inside him will melt because
it all will.
The other part will just fall off.
I don't know. I believe that the whole thing would actually melt.
No, I think
you think that the nub sticking out would stay frozen?
It'll like break off and fall to the side, and then
I think it will melt down, and gone.
Well, these are a pair of scientific hypotheses, and there's only one thing left to do.
That's right.
Murder a dude with an icicle.
Try it out.
It's December.
Oh, thank God! I was gonna say on each other.
Well,
we got 2 eyes.
I don't know.
At least we got 4 chances.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
science.
We could find some hobo murder before the night's done.
Hobo murder. Damn right. There's more hobos here to be murdered than ever before. Toronto's overflowed. You know what they said? When Toronto fills up with hobos, the hobos will wander the other fucking places.
Yes. They'll be fucking everywhere.
Cryptic.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't understand. Do I look white, boss?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, I can still see you out there.
You are not blending in.
Yeah.
It would have been the best if they were all dressed like snowmen. And they were like,
it could be like in the film The Snowman. Terrible movie.
Oh, yeah. I was sitting there and I wasn't getting, I was like, are you talking about Jack Frost? No, you were talking about the movie.
But Jack Frost is awesome.
Best. Which one, though?
No, that's a film.
I like that
the one where Michael Keaton turns into a snowman to save his family.
I like the one where the other guy turns into a snowman to murder more people.
Oh, yeah. What a sweet movie
that one's way better.
That's almost as good as that turkey one where he wears the face.
Thanksgiving. We're going to do that next Thanksgiving. We're doing it.
What a fucking movie. That movie treats you like you are the biggest idiot ever. That's my kind of movie.
Specifically
just
me.
Like, wow. Like, am I supposed
like the rest
to be...
of you guys? Fine. But Joe, you're a fucking moron.
That movie was just like, what the fuck?
That was the best. But I just think it's really funny because, like, you have that...
Oh, they switched over to the blues.
But you have that thing in theater that happens often. Are you scratching yourself all the time?
I'm itchy.
I don't get it.
I've got the itches. I've got, like, scabies.
But it's like you do it
herpes.
so loudly.
I don't do it a lot. I have dry skin.
But it's your shirt. It's like...
My shirt has dry skin.
It's like jogging in corduroy. That's every sound you make. It's just...
My thighs hurt. They're on fire. Yeah, corduroy-related run fires. It happens all over the place.
We have to sneak somewhere, Todd. Okay.
Coughing and scratching.
You've just adopted all the sound effects of an old man.
All the sound effects that John Candy does in Planes, Trains, and all. Yeah, currently, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Then there's like a...
Oh no, his snow machine.
He likes the snow, Rennie Harlan. He's got a lot of snow movies.
Well, because he is born of snow.
Yeah.
He's a what is he? Is he Norwegian?
He's something.
He's Scandinavian in general, Swedish probably. But yeah, he's definitely born of Viking and snow.
This equipment could land our planes.
Yeah, it's booby
trap.
Trap.
So it's booby trap. There's boobies everywhere, sir.
Yeah, we found it like
all over the place.
We found it like crazy. It's so easy to find all the booby traps.
Yeah,
they didn't even try to hide them.
They need to say booby trap more.
What do you do to seal it off? It's like, I guess, like lock the door and then just take a step back and like, woo, done.
Oh, now we have a chase scene.
Yeah. Another snow machine. There's an ice road trucker right now. Oh, it's melting. That's another thing he does too. He does a lot of thing of breaking through ice and stuff like that, which I guess is the only option when you're driving on ice. It's like, what's dramatic? Falling through it.
Yeah, or almost falling through it.
That was the thing.
A guy falls through the ice in Cliffhanger.
Yep. We were doing
ice.
Yeah, he's got a theme. But
like Tarantino with the feet.
I was watching, because we were broadcasting it at work, Ice Road Truckers. And it keeps showing them going across, and you can hear the ice constantly cracking as they're driving. Yeah. And they're like, oh, this is going to happen. And then you see them, like, they react to like, oh, no.
And then it goes to commercial. Of course.
Then it comes back, and he's like, oh, no. I forgot my wallet back at the end. Like, it's
that show, dude, that fucking network should be sued. Is that yours? You should be sued.
I don't want to be sued.
It's everything is just like
the US one.
What do you call it, like bait and switch? Every fucking time it's a commercial break, it's like, oh my god, something's happening here. No, it is not.
No, nothing.
Not even close. Oh, here they are.
Rat-a-tat-tat. But yeah, the other thing they do a lot, though,
dueling.
They get cameras underneath.
Look at this.
The
How
ice.
are they missing each other? Like, look at this.
Oh, he was just
on two wheels.
Yeah, well, no wheels. There's treads.
Whoa,
and
no wheels.
But the yeah, he would be
like,
infinitely
holy
dead.
Christ.
He would be infinitely dead. There's no way those guys aren't expert marksmen, and there's no way that they wouldn't have at least shot out the thing. Like, he'd be on the ground. It makes me so mad.
There's too much like I'm shooting directly at you and miss.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with I have to get from here to here.
Yeah, run and they're coming behind me, or
But he's literally like,
they're would be right there.
That would be like you running straight at me
from here,
and me having practiced, like being a practiced marksman. I'm not, but I'm just like,
even if you know, fuck, man, give the gun to the dog.
Yeah,
he'd probably do better than these so-called terrorists.
Yeah. Now, here's my question from a character standpoint. So he does say his trademark yippee-ki-yay motherfucker in this movie as well as the last one.
Oh, they were shooting blanks at him.
Oh.
That's how I could justify it. But I'm sure they would have had real bullets shooting. Why would they have forgotten?
Yeah.
Because I think he does click over. But, you know, maybe they were shooting blanks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the misdirect. And I totally forgot about it. And it actually, now I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty good way to do that twist. And for him to realize, like, that's a good detective
blanks.
thing. They're blanks. That means that they're not actually fighting each other. That means they're actually in cahoots.
Whoa!
Dun dun dun. Spoiler alert. Yeah. So that's the end of this episode. We're not.
Well, there you go. Yeah, done. Yeah, what the fuck, right?
Spoil the end. Why
stick
around?
Got the goggles on. They all got goggles.
What? All black people have goggles. You racist?
No, it was all the whiteys.
No, that was Vonnie Curtis Hall right when you said that. You're like,
so that's what,
all those people have goggles. Those goggle having motherfuckers. Let's start a bunch of new, like, stereotypes for people.
Goggles.
Asian people. Love reruns.
No, that's funny, yeah. It's all the kids on the island. Everything was Asian. Yeah. But that's Asian. And I was like, that's not, like, how's that? That's not even offensive. Like, what the hell? It probably did come from Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, they've invented lots of
like,
things.
what the hell? Like,
they invented math, fucker.
And the art of war.
True. Just that one dude.
Math. Look at this guy. He's like,
General So.
taking a shit and calling somebody. Giggling.
Was that? I thought I just saw Clint Howard. What a dickhead.
Oh, you wish. You wish you just saw the Howard.
Yeah. He just needs to show. Oh, poor
mustache. Oh, here we go. He's selling it. Hey, we're going live.
That looks
live from the shitter.
That looks like the same news coverage from Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, the same set. Yeah, I don't know. Like, because remember they're looking down. Yeah. I could go for some of that.
I love that these guys are having like a good old time.
Yeah.
Look at how, we're doing it, boss. You'd think that this would be a very serious and solemn kind of thing.
Handing out the gum for a job well done.
Is it like Mission Impossible explosion gum? Oh no. That was a good throat slit, actually. Was that Bill Murray?
Was actually a good throat slit.
The second guy from the left in that one didn't I think was Bill Murray.
He's eating his gum now.
That you should have at least given him the gum.
I know. You could have let him have at least 3 to 4 chews.
Slid it in.
Slid it into his neck hole.
Yeah.
So at least it has a little minty flavor in there for him.
He's becoming better and better dressed as the movie goes. He went from naked to a suit.
Why did they have to hire the one guy they had to kill? Like, the rest of the team was all there, cool. Like, couldn't you just hire one guy? Like, the one guy that they knew they couldn't do it. So they had to hire this guy. And why did he just have to kill him?
Well, because these guys were probably like a legit military thing. This guy was assigned to them. They didn't hire him. And then it's like, okay, well, we're going to go do this thing. We have to bring him because it would be pretty suspicious if we didn't.
Right, if we don't. And then I got to kill him in the end. Oh, they're getting ready to go here.
There we go. Oh, right. Yeah, like they'd let a woman say the news.
I know, right? Come on.
WZDC. Zoo Crew. That'd be amazing if they had zoo
Adopted
crews do the
animal.
news. It's like, welcome to your 6 o'clock news. This is Lenny and the Fuzz. Look at again. Like
Oh, buddy, there he
photos.
is. These are all the people getting drunk at the airport watching TV. Like the bar is
Is that
packed.
Clint Howard?
Like everybody's there now watching the TV there.
Well, it's
Like, don't you think other people would have been doing something else? Like, this airport looks dirty as
no,
fuck.
but realistically, if you were, because like literally no planes are getting off the ground, no planes are landing right now, so that place would be absolutely packed. What would you be doing? I'd be watching the TV.
I would be probably at the bar, so I would see the TV.
You would
I'd see the TV.
Yeah, so you'd be there too.
Yeah.
I would be.
But like suddenly there's tons of people. Like, what are there's so many people in there that they're all standing and
Actually, I'd probably go to all the bathrooms and try and figure out what all the foot taps mean. They're like foot tap under the
all
thing.
these
And I'm
foot
like,
taps.
I'm like, oh, I got the
Is
blowjob
kind
on
of
that
a
one.
system, or yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean I need toilet paper?
I don't have a square to spare.
I don't have a square to spare.
Oh, this is a very convenient bathroom stall. They've drilled a hole in case
Oh,
you
look,
need me to pass
now
something.
he's gonna arrest John. Oh my god! Ah!
That is dramatic. You know what? Also,
Look, what the hell? Like,
before he finished pulling that trigger, he would have had every bullet in him. Like
I
he
know, I
wouldn't
like
even be.
that. Then he had to say like this is what
Yeah.
they used out there.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even have been like a body. There wouldn't have been a corpse there. It would have just been a pile of bullets in the shape of him standing there, because it's like, we're not going to wait for him to stop shooting and then put a bullet in him.
And
We're just
then
gonna-
like, who's like, geez, that kick some ass.
he's so sweaty and he's done nothing.
Well, no, he just almost died.
Like
Just like Iwo
that's fair.
Jima.
Yeah, that really starts to date these movies, eh? When you're sitting there and there's a guy who's like kind of young and he's like talking about like Korea
The
and shit.
war.
I know that's World War II, but like it's just like you start
Well, this
talking
is the
about
90s, so
no, this was
50
88.
years. You know, they said it's the 90s.
Oh
now,
no, this
she
is
said.
1990. It came
Yeah.
out. 1990. This came out. Yeah.
So 50 something years ago, that guy was in the war. I don't believe that guy was in the fucking war 50 years ago.
Well, it was 44. So
44.
that still doesn't add up.
Come on. Oh, panic. That guy's trying to get out there as fast as he can. Look at him. Look at buddy waving his arms around. I just watched the guy with the hat here.
Yeah.
Who you watching? Oh, somebody just fell.
There was a lady in a big.
Oh.
Can I just say, because we've pointed it out a few times, it's almost exclusively been me this season.
It sure has.
Wow. Look at those. I'm so glad that you can use your own headphones in the airports again.
No, that's like
those old stethoscopes are
yeah,
the
exactly.
fucking worst.
It jams right in. It's a Bluetooth stethoscope.
It's
like, I mean, come on. It should be used for something else. You should be able to listen to the radio or some shit on there.
It's like having two like garden gnome penises in your ear at the same time.
They could have. Oh my God, lady. Jesus.
This is Black Friday footage.
Yeah.
It's not even...
He's leading the way. I'm gonna get that Cabbage Patch Kid. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I got a gun.
Tamagotchi, motherfucker. I know that's a little before the time, but
Black Friday. It is Black Friday in the States, man. Like, what the fuck?
my favorite Black Friday thing now: online shopping.
Online. Oh, look, that's his brother.
The exact same.
Of course it is.
I'm kind of glad they did that.
This is them. They're out.
What the fuck?
They're out for the movie now. Boom, done. I gotta crack my neck.
Well, I guess we're not solving any crimes today.
Every fucking time.
This is one of those things, because like these guys are all acting like they're New York cops, and that would start to make sense because it's like every
Look,
family.
look. He's like raping the taxi.
I'm gonna fuck it off of us, brother. I like that he like. Could you imagine picking out a person you know?
And this fracas.
Well,
hopefully the person you know has a giant camera and some lights pointed at them and
but
some
still,
boom mics.
so many people running in front of your face. That would be like finding Waldo in a picture where they forgot to draw Waldo.
Oh my
just where you're
God.
like,
I know that one. They're all that one. The fuckers. Trying to
They
trick me.
literally-
I know he's not in there.
I like.
Get to use the old lady's taser. It's a good thing he's sitting on the toilet because he just shit.
Oh, dick.
Look. She's going to pee on him.
That would have been amazing. I like that you could tell they hired that girl as the flight attendant because that's her role. Is I'm gonna be supportive of the people who get back at the jerks. She's got that. She has that way to go face.
Yeah.
Like
Way
I
to
can't
go,
do this, but
honey.
way to go.
Oh, here's the setting up the last scene. A lot of planes going on in this movie.
I feel like this was like the unveiling of like a new plane. Like this is the Boeing Airbus.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever seen it before. Like Mario 3 and the Wizard.
Oh, God.
Like,
what
this
a
is the
reveal.
unveil.
Like, my God.
Good God, let's do
It
that
should have
movie
been. It
again.
seems like it was, right? It's like we've already seen a lot of planes this movie, so like that was not that impressive.
Yeah, great. Another plane. Cool.
Yeah.
Does this one hold people and take off into the air too?
I'm telling you,
Wicked.
if you would have done your job, the first piece of research you would have found is how much the budget on fake snow was in this thing.
I felt
I think it's
so
like half
guilty.
the budget.
I've been so busy and I felt so guilty that I didn't get the
You
research done
should
for
feel
this one.
even
And
guiltier
then
than
made
you
me
actually feel.
so much better when you were like, "Don't worry about it. We'll just riff. We'll just go." And then
Throw you right under the plane wheels, bro. Right under the wheels, that fucker.
I'm grucking that straight.
Gruck that straight, bro. Gruck it.
While the
gruck it
wheels
up.
are coming at me. Fuck. I feel like
Nighttime news.
Yeah.
They're not good enough for the daytime.
Daytime news has a minivan.
Yeah, we can't see much from the chopper up here. It's pretty dark. This is nighttime news.
They turned off all the lights on the on the thing, so there's nothing.
Where are we? I'll pause the way we come up here.
Yep.
But here we are.
Pretty sure we can't land. Oh, that guy's in on it because he's got gum.
He's got Oh, yep.
Imagine that was a thing. Like,
That's it. That's how you. That's the tell.
That's how you like pick out the conspiracy.
I knew that people that chewed gums were fucking evil.
Mm-hmm. That looked like.
Smoking on the plane. Yeah, it's the 90s, all right.
Look at that. That guy's got a weird face. He's got a big pointy chin and his nose is weird. Fuck.
Which guy are you looking at?
Love body shaming assholes.
Body shaming.
It was just the one guy who gave the bro handshake to the guy in the fatigues.
The bro.
You know the bro.
We did it. Yeah, we bro shake all the fucking day long.
Yeah. My biggest experience with meeting people that knew my father was they all bro shaked me. They would all bro shake my hand, but I was like 6 years old. It was like, "Hey, this is my friend Fred. Oh, nice to meet you." He's like, "Yeah, like bros for life." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Bros for life.
I'm 6. I don't want it. I don't
The
want
old
it in
biker
your
man
life.
down the hall let me touch his old lady's
That looks
titty.
like fat Giovanni Ribisi. Where did Cole Meany go? Did he blow up? Oh, I think he
He
was on
blew
that
up.
one that
I
blew
think he
up,
blew
yeah.
up. He's blown up a long time
That's
ago.
the problem, is because you have no interaction between him and who's on that plane. So then I don't know what plane he's on. I'm like, is he the pilot on Bonnie Bedelia's plane? All of these. All of
Bonnie
these.
Bedelia.
Yeah, that's her.
There she is.
I could say Holly McClane. It's easier to say. But
I like
care not.
Bedelia.
I like every time it shows the airplanes like flying through the sky, it always looks like Airplane 2. Like when it's like you see the fin coming up through the clouds doing like the Jaws thing. Because it just looks
there he is, strapping
like
to the seat.
it just looks like somebody's holding up like a model airplane and then they're just like blowing
like
fog over
now
it.
he's like freaking because he thinks they're gonna crash.
Yeah. Again, another thing in a post 9/11 world.
Is that when you wake
person
up?
Who would get
Is that how you wake up after being tased? You're all
probably.
yeah. It's probably like
I
after
feel
you
like
get
that
your
would-
wisdom teeth in or something.
I
You
feel
get all
like it'd be a
whacked
little
out.
disorientating. Well, that's not a thing in Canada though.
What?
You didn't get all whacked out on this shit.
I did. I was
Did you?
whacked out, brah.
Really? Oh, I got put. Oh, maybe did
They
you get
said
put
that.
under?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't get put
Oh
under.
yeah. Well, you're a tough guy. I didn't want to get strap me in.
Made them give me an injection that made it hurt more.
Yeah.
No, they just gave
You
me
watch that scene from 12 Monkeys where he cuts his own teeth out. You're like, come on, bring it on. And then they show you Little Shop of Horrors. And then,
Well, I was genuinely scared because way too much information when I had a vasectomy. And when they gave me the local, it didn't take. So I felt when they cut my scrotum open, and I felt when they snipped the first, like when they clamped the first vas deferens. So I felt all that, and it was very painful.
Lord.
And so they stopped, and then they sewed me back up, and then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna have to put you out for this," but they couldn't do it that day. They have to book it. For another day.
My God!
So well,
did you have a good whack when you got home?
No,
Did you have a good whack? Rip the seal open?
No, you have to go through the exact same healing process as if I had the whole thing done. 3 weeks.
Oh man!
And then I had, and then a couple.
Sounds fucking terrible.
It was the worst. And then I'll tell you, the first time when something's about to come out of it, you don't know what's coming out. You assume it's a sandworm.
Lord.
Like it's like, it was all right.
That was all right, eh?
No, because it's too scary to enjoy.
Like, what the hell is happening here?
And then after that, you're
Like
like,
a couple
okay.
of fish hooks attached to an old wooden spoon.
Like I just picture like any Tim Burton and claymation is gonna come flying out of you.
I want to picture that
terrifying.
one piece of sculpture that was moving around, the big rock one.
Yeah.
It's kind of pulling himself along like a worm.
Yeah, I was thinking like Beetlejuice's face on the when the banister turns to the snake.
Oh, right. We got to come for your daughter, Chuck.
That's the one.
Oh, here it comes.
You know what
The
you don't
The big
do?
setup right here. The
When
big
you're
last
handling-
scene, fighting on the wing of a plane.
When you're handling a giant door, I'm just gonna hold on to this gun and use it to help me push.
Oh, he's got the red ones in.
And you know what I feel like would
He
happen?
could literally shoot him right now.
Well, and based on the importance of this guy, if this guy is such a great military leader, I feel like he'd just spray the area and then take out both guys
Yeah.
and be like, well,
Yeah.
his loss was a sacrifice.
Done.
And it's-
Literally the only thing stopping them right now
Yeah.
is these two fucking dudes fighting on the wing.
Yeah.
Plug them both.
And by the way, you're calling me out on not having the research is less throwing me under the wheel of this plane and more throwing me into that engine.
Like a goose that takes the whole thing down.
I like that he only ever takes the blood up to the
Woohoo!
cheek. Like his face never has blood. It's all up the neck
It's up
and then
the-
it
yeah.
stops. It's like you stop at my
Oh,
jawline.
shit.
You don't go an inch further.
Oh, shit.
That would be horrifying.
Yes,
What is he holding on to?
would. Whoa.
I feel like way more. Like that should have been like a month just stuff spraying out of there.
a month.
Because like even there's just little bits of the dump.
Now he's gonna. Oh, he's like, nope, putting the gun down, coming out.
Yeah. Oh, too many steps to dump all the fuel out of the plane. Is it really on the wing?
And
Is
now
that
he's
I guess it would be. I don't know why there's a fuel
time for
dump.
the main event.
Oh man.
And for some reason, he
That's
didn't
cheap.
have enough time to kick it open. He had to wait for Buddy to jump down and run over.
Yeah. I've never been on a plane that was taxiing the runway so long that people had time to have two fights on the wing.
Two fist fights on the wing.
Let's
They only
just-
had time for one last time I was there.
This is your captain speaking. We're just going to take a little extra time here because there's a karate fight happening on the wing. We see that this is just a henchman and the main guy's waiting in the wings, literally. So we're going to have to... It may take a little longer depending on the results of this fight. In the meantime, read your in-flight magazine and sign up for your free Wi-Fi.
For your free Wi-Fi. Is that a gremlin on the wing? It's two guys rumbling.
That would be a really
The
funny
man,
thing.
John McClane, is fighting a gremlin
Somebody's just
on
on
the
a
wing
plane.
of a plane.
Like that would be like a new like spoof, like Hot Shots or something
Yeah.
like that. The guy's got the thing down, he's going up, and you think you're gonna do there's a gremlin on the plane,
But it's McClane
literally this
fighting,
fight,
yeah.
and it's just really bad green screen where it's just them on the other side. It was like
Awesome.
William Sadler and Bruce Willis are
Are
fighting on the
rumbling.
plane. Then Bonnie Bedelia comes from the other side and just shows her taser. Zzz, zzz. I've got some casting.
That's a new
to do.
GIF, bro.
I can't call it a GIF. You can't make me.
They don't know that they're losing fuel like crazy.
That'll be fine.
The Russian guy's driving
think
too.
that-
Oh, you're off the runway. How are you even going to take off?
Did they myth bust this?
Probably.
like the
They
follow the
myth-busted
trail of
everything.
the-
Like, it's not even a myth. It's in a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Didn't even make sense.
Those no, but in fairness, those are the ones I like the most.
The
Like
movie ones.
yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Like the myth would be like, does a stitch in time save 9? We're
Me-
gonna find out by doing a really good stitch and then doing 9 shitty ones.
Yeah.
But like when they did The Simpsons, it was amazing. Where they recreated the wrecking ball. Would Homer's body stop the wrecking ball from
right.
destroying a house? And what other ones did they did a bunch? So they built a giant Homer body and put it on a wrecking ball and swung it against a wall, and it was like great. Oh,
There they go. Mecca like a high, mecca honey ho.
nice.
That's what you should say instead of yippee ki You're all dead.
Today I said inhibity dibbity.
Whoa.
Somebody
Ah!
who just saw the closed caption of "Whoa." See,
After I said it first.
once again, they caught that part. I love how much he laughs at murder. Like, I'm glad he's happy he's survived.
Yeah,
But
well.
but he should be laughing just that he got
Oh,
off.
look at he's just screaming
like-
her name.
Like, realistically, he should be just as happy if they got away. He's like, oh my god, I got out of this with my life and my wife's
Yeah.
gonna be okay. because they're no
Thank
longer a
God
threat
this thing's
to my...
on fire here because we never make it. We're out of fuel. We got to come down.
Ooh, Catholics.
I see it. I see it.
It looks like a dick and balls made of fire. It does.
That's a serious line.
See, again, like
Line of fire there.
in the line of fire. We've been talking about. Oh my God,
In
everything comes back.
Damn right it does.
Just quick land on that fire. That's a thing planes do. And then
He's
drive. through that
landing
smoke.
near the fire.
It would be amazing
Boom!
if it
That
ran.
one blows up.
Be amazing if it ran over him. He was laying there. He's like, and he splits
Yeah.
him in half. He's still
Done.
laughing. He's just a pile of guts underneath.
And he lights a smoke up.
I already know. You know what?
If they can do it, so can we.
Well, here's my thinking. Like, look how close together
I know,
they
like
are.
they are really coming in here.
Like, this would be like if you were like on a water-landed plane, and then they're like,
Look
look,
at your
we're
buddies
right over a
like,
pile of acid. They're all crash
They all have to
landed.
land like this. They're all gonna smash like acid, you know,
Yeah, like
rear end each other.
those viral videos of like news footage of just watching car after car smack into each other on an icy road.
Boom. Good look in the rear view mirror. Oh shit. Boom.
That's the worst. I got
Oh,
when I got
see
rear-ended,
this
it
right
wasn't
here?
even
They got
icy,
to
but
do this. I
I
didn't
know,
though.
this would be fun.
I didn't get to do this on the new boat.
No.
The Peely Islander too. Look, here he comes. Oh, there's like a tornado of.
Oh my God, is this
I
Sharknado?
think it's like a real plane coming in with a fire there. Like,
That's
look,
really
oh,
cool.
that looks neat, eh?
That is very cool. That's the best effect in the whole
Yep.
movie, and it was an accident.
I think it was totally unintentional as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably were just like. We
That was
nailed
because the
it.
turret that went through it. Oh, that was neat. Because little tornado.
That's cool. It's like the first time ever a plane blew a smoke ring.
It looked like what's his name there from Fantastic Four, Galactus,
Oh,
the real Galactus, a
Yeah.
swirling cloud.
anger cloud.
Yeah,
I hate your city. What? Your cloud. The clouds don't eat anything. Disagree. Oh, we're all so happy.
Yeah, that's
It's another thing too.
Happy.
Him being an air traffic controller or whatever the hell he is, like, would he have been allowed to like leave air traffic control to help dude on his adventures?
Yes.
Like, would you not think
The
of these
planes aren't allowed to come down. They're paying him.
But all the more reason because they're all just flying around up there, and their main job is to keep them from smacking into each other because they can't see each other from most angles.
Atreyu. There should have been like lots of people walking past too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you better enjoy the moment, lady,
Why
because
is
you're going to be
everybody-
divorced by the next one.
Look, lady, you're holding up the line. Get down.
Oh my lord.
Is he doing that because he's injured or cold? He
Gee.
reacted with the same amount of brain damage that Rocky did. Here's a blanket. I don't want to be the blanket firefighter anymore. I want to be the calendar firefighter.
Yeah, what the
Lose
hell?
some weight, you tubby prick.
Oh yeah, Christmas is over. There were.
I heard that. That would have been the best. That would have been way better if he was just clean. Like nothing had happened to him.
Is that Casey Affleck?
Probably.
There he is, look.
Oh my God.
Oh, now it doesn't look like him. Now it looks like
Gallagher too.
yeah, Gallagher mixed with what's his name?
Ron Jeremy.
Yes. The guy who's in all the Adam Sandler movies.
Oh.
Nick Swardson.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Man.
Oh, they did it. They made it.
Must be hard in Hollywood.
This
when
is
you're
us.
trying-
This is me and Joe after every episode we do. It's like,
Well,
we did it.
I
I
want to be.
stumble around and go, Joe.
If I lived on the one side where his ferry landed, I would do that literally every time you got off. Like you'd be like, Todd, I'm at work. Fuck off, Todd. Why are you bleeding again?
Yeah.
Did you cut yourself shaving for the 5th time today?
Shaving your head. It's a head wound.
I don't know if I've ever. I think I've told the story on here where like when I was still early into shaving my head. I took a girl out on a date, and when I first shaved my head, I had this
I
little
think
nub,
so.
and I shaved
It was like bleeding like
and it
crazy.
was bleeding like crazy. But when I picked the girl up, she sat to the right of me. But then when we got out, we went to the movie, and we went to the other side of each other, and she just looked at me, and went like, "Ew," because I had blood all down the side of my face, like dried blood.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Ladies, some ladies aren't into the crimson mask, bro, and some are. I know girls that have been on you.
Sucked.
They would have been on you.
There's some dates I blade.
I blade.
I go down, I accidentally bump into somebody, I cut my forehead.
Ooh, I love a guy who bleeds a lot out of his forehead.
It'd be amazing.
Ooh.
God, even the font of this movie is like made by assholes. Like, look at this. That's like a fucking like. That's like if you did a resume in this font,
Charles
you would not
Grodin.
get the job. Oliver Wood. Hey, that's the captain of the Gryffindor Quidditch team. Good times.
Gryffindor.
Not Gryffindor. Although that would be good too. Dwarf on Quidditch. Tim Conway, get on it.
Dwarf on Quidditch.
Get on it. It's just him with like a thing between a broom between his legs, and it's just constantly him like acting like, "Whoa, I've got a big dick," but not
the size of my
saying that.
cock.
But he never saying that, never like alluding. He's like, "Whoa," he's like, "I'm gonna have to get new pants." Just stuff like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know what dwarf does. It falls. I assume he falls over a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
That'll be a thing.
I've literally never seen any dwarfs.
Reginald VelJohnson is so high ranked in this credit that
he's a returning star.
No, he's ranked higher than William Sadler and John Amos.
And William Sadler got naked and showed his balls
and Dennis
off.
Franz. He's higher than all of them, and he has like 3 lines.
You have
and
to.
One of them is just staring at...
Even when Dennis Franz is the star of something, you put his name 12 so that he freaks. He's like, what the fuck? I was in the whole fucking movie. So you can hear him freak out while he smokes during the movie.
You come over here. We're going to have a talk man to man. I don't know why that tickled me so, but it did.
Don Henley.
I was going to say Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
So we both...
There you go. Split the difference, right? Based upon the novel, 58 minutes. See, the novel only takes you 58 minutes to read, and look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, I think that this was the same as like the guy who wrote the first like the Die Hard movie, like the original Die Hard,
right?
And it was supposed to be, and I think Commando was a part of that or something like that. I can't remember the exact situation, but like originally it was like the same character or something. It's like the same in the books, Commando and the same character, and they were gonna make the sequel and stuff, so that this would just be the sequel to that, I guess. Huh. Good times.
Double sequel.
Threequel, baby.
The threequel.
The first ever trilogy, right? No. That would not be accurate. That would not be accurate. I always love that they have to do this. Events, characters.
I thought this was based on true events.
Yeah.
It's disheartening to see this.
I want to know, I need to know the exact scenario that made this have to happen. Because you know that somebody had to sue because like they made a character name like Rick, you know, like Rick Smith. And he like murdered somebody. He was like, "You saying I'm a murderer?"
Yeah.
That character's no, because that's Rick Smith.
That's just the character, yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, but that's my name, so you're telling everybody I'm a murderer." Fine, if we put something in there saying you're not a murderer, is that cool?
Yeah, kinda.
Now, if
you need to say Rick is not a murderer.
Yeah. If you excuse me, Dennis Franz wants to talk to me man to man.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
You know, I like that because nobody believed that this was not a real story.
Yeah.
So not even at the end of the credits. Usually it says that at the end. Pardon me, I thought the credits were done. I know I didn't see that symbol, you know, after the thing, but it's like, you know, this is because people are like, man, this is a true story. I can't believe this really happened. And they're like, oh, no, it wasn't.
Yeah. And then you got like people who are just like compulsive liars. It's like, yeah, I know it was a true story. I was at that airport that day when they were all blowing up.
Yeah, of course. Right? There's always that fucking person. I was there.
It's my fucking cousin Scoots was the guy who was lighting them all on fire and shit.
My cousin Scoots.
Excuse me.
Here we go.
Special effects.
Plain model guy.
Remember when special effects only took 2 seconds to get across
that
the
like
credits?
that. Now, like watch Black Panther. It's like it's like an entire country.
Yeah. You were, and then, like, you want to almost accuse everybody of not being in the movie.
Oh,
like Michael B. Jordan is like, you didn't even see, you never even met friggin', what's his face, T'Challa there? I can't even remember.
Oh, Industrial Light and Magic.
Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, well, they were the only game in town, and it was not a good job. Just FYI.
No, eh?
Michael, he spelled his name.
Are you saying that, or is that for real?
What? I just don't believe they did a very good job on the special effects.
Oh, I thought you said if you worked at ILM back in the days, like it wasn't a good job to have.
Oh no,
like you heard something.
No, I'm
in
sure
the
it
grapevine.
Was
you know,
sure it was
like
the dream. It was Star Wars.
Lucas is probably fucked.
It was fucking Howard the Duck.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on. The man. I didn't say the man wasn't a genius.
Yeah.
But he was probably hell to work with. All these directors are. They want you to kill yourselves for the role.
In fairness, he seemed to be the only one killing himself.
Yeah.
Everybody was shitting
No,
on him. He was kind of the bullied nerd, it seemed like.
Yeah, well,
because you
now
hear the
look at him.
stories, like you hear like Carrie Fisher used to say, like, who talks like this? Could you imagine like writing a script and getting it made, and then the actors just coming and it's like, this was written by a retarded person. Like, sorry, I used the R word, but it was like, but it was needed in that particular situation.
It was.
But
they say that to him all the time.
Yeah.
He still is a bullied nerdo. No amount of money's going to stop that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking tell ya.
I want to know what he's doing with it.
With that money? He's recutting Star Wars over and over and over again.
I'm remaking The Last Jedi with just Star Wars stuff. I think
more Jar Jar.
I think we've talked about it before, but I'm still not entirely sure whether or not he was just trolling or not. But they basically asked him what his episodes 7, 8, 9 were going to be about, and he said it was not going to be a direct sequel to the other movies. It was going to be all about like the world of the midichlorians.
Really?
He's like, so there would be no Luke Skywalker, there'd be no whatever, and he's like, it was just going to be all about like you'd be in the tiny world of the midichlorians and what they're doing and like
what they're all about.
And then I'm like, that sounds awful. But then at the same time, you've heard stories of like Mark Hamill having like dinner meetings back in the 80s with him, talking about 7, 8, 9 and stuff like that. So I'm like, I feel like he's just fucking with people because it's like, he's like, it's out of my hands now. And they're like, what would the worst answer be? Because people hated the idea of the midichlorians in episode 1. But at the same time, I'm like, he came up with that idea after he had those dinner meetings with Mark Hamill and stuff like that, and then he's probably like, I think I'm fucking nailing this. I think 7, 8, 9 is gonna live in this world because people are really gonna be asking.
It'll be like question. The Dozers in Fraggle Rock. It'll be like what they're up to.
It's gonna be the one. It's gonna be.
So what are the midichlorians? Like these little things that actually are the Force? I prefer the idea of it just being like, you know, the Force.
Yeah.
Rather than it's actually these little
it's
amoebas
like
that are
spirituality.
Yeah, exactly.
If you become one with the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like these things. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Which it's, yeah, they shouldn't have given it a name. They should have just called it
the
Force.
Just
said the Force and stayed.
Well, that's kind of what they tried to do in the, you know, when they're burning the books and like The Last Jedi. They say like this is actually something you believe in. It's not
it's not a thing. It's
not a tangible. Yeah, you don't need the books. You know.
Another way that fucking The Last Jedi got it right.
You're damn right.
Jesus.
Fucking Russians, eh?
I can't wait till
fucking Russians.
I can't wait till we get to those movies. It's gonna be so long because we're doing the prequels.
Oh my! Oh God! We're doing it. No, don't do this to me.
We're doing it. We're going to talk about the stuff that was good in them and the stuff that was bad in them.
Damn right we are.
And we're going to go through part 2. And we're just going to...
I'm turning my chair around.
We're just going to dick punch each other through all of episode 2.
Can't we just watch Mario Brothers again?
We're going to. That's going to also be a thing. We're going to
Every year we should watch it till we get it right.
Yeah.
Which will never happen.
It's never going to happen. One of us is going to get cancer.
Yeah.
This is going to be from like their deathbed, and then we announce it's never going to happen. And we're like, we're finally done. It's like, whoa, I feel better. And you like literally watch a tumor jump out of you. All right.
It's cancer gone.
Cancer gone. All right, this has been a particularly long episode.
So I agree. Let's go to bed. I got to get up early tomorrow and do some shit.
I know. I'll race you.
Yeah.
I've still got to get the episode out for tomorrow.
Lord, bro.
And then I've got to go to bed.
That is terrifying.
And then I've got a potty trained boy.
Just wait until it fucking I told you right now I refuse to learn.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to sit you on the potty every 30 minutes until you get it right. Huh. All right, guys, as always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Miscast Podcast. All these good things. These are all great things, and we want you to do them.
Great.
Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. Make sure to comment. Rate us on Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. These things help us get seen. They put us on lists, not the usual lists we get put on, positive lists.
Yeah, like good ones.
So do that. It doesn't take long. No. As far as I know, I don't know how computers work, but
witchcraft.
I'm told you You yell something to the email number, and then it's on
There you go.
And then
That's
it's
it.
Yeah, and then it's internet.
I'm already yelling anyways. Might as well yell it towards the computer. Yeah.
So do all those things. We will see you guys again next week. We're going to announce the rest of the lineup for the month. And trust me, we have the next movie. Not a movie, it's a special.
Whoa.
And it's going to be a fucking doozy.
Oh, yeah. I'm jazzed.
Promise.
Did I say jazzed? I meant jizzed.
You're going to be. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.